clear night, screens glowing blue. Got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. Morrissey and Lally, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind. Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 6-4. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtle boys riding in the reckoning gon' come. Lally in the back room, Morrissey on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. Truth got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, gliding. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, guys. We just all hold down to the city blocks. We just riding slow, guys.
Welcome to the Weekend Live Show.
508 is where I'm from.
We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. Let us know in the comments right now where you reppin'.
Apache Junction, Taunton, Worcester, Long Island, Manchog, South Florida, Webster, Malden, Framingham, Tucson, Billerica, Salem, Gloucester, Moosop, Connecticut, Charleston, South Carolina, Roslindale, Moosop, Connecticut, London, Hanson, Glendale, Arizona, Lynn, Mapleville, Quincy.
Food stamps, leave your clothes, buddy, and
hey, you a funny ass guy, man.
Have you ever heard of Turtleboy? Yeah? Are you a fan?
508 is where I'm from.
Hey, what's up?
508 is where I'm from.
How was that?
You a freaking idiot. Stop telling people that I'm mentally deranged and stupid.
Call me Aiden. I'm not a doctor, but...
Get out of my store, please.
You're a fucking loser.
You are a loser.
You're not a journalist. You're nobody.
You're not turtle hair. Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
NFL on the house, blog that.
Let's get this party started.
Better than everyone else and above everyone else, and they can just do and say what they want. Our good friend Nan Gallagher made this statement, that she had threatened, I guess, Jess Machado with legal action about something she said about LTL. Now, again, I don't agree with whatever the hell Jess rants around about when it comes to LTL, but I'll tell you this. Threatening legal action, Nan, isn't going to get you anywhere, not with me. I still have a First Amendment freedom of speech to give my fucking opinion, and my opinion is you're a shitbag. You're a shitbag who shared a recording, a voicemail of a woman asking for legal advice. And you shared that with a man that you know she has an order on, the perpetrator, the abuser. You threw your ethics as an attorney out the fucking window. So your threats to people of lawsuits, they don't work over here. I'm laughing at you. That's ridiculous. You can't sue somebody for their First Amendment freedom of speech right to give a fucking opinion on how you suck. You can try if you want. Good luck with that, though. Let me know how that works out. Let me know how that works out. Let me know. I'm tired of this shit. I am tired of these people acting like they're fucking high and mighty, including Jess.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Holy shit. We got 3,500 people already watching. And I told you not to watch the show, but you did anyway. It's funny how that works. You tell people not to do something, and they end up doing it almost like it's by design. What's up, everybody? My name's Aiden Carney. This is my program here. Welcome to my YouTube presentation. You can call me a variety of names if you'd like, up to and including A. Timothy Carney. That's my true crime name. You can call me Journalism Jesus. It's my spiritual name. You can call me Uncle Turtleboy, or, Turtleboy will do. Teebs, tuberculosis if you'd like. You can call me Turtle Dove. I prefer Dr. Turtleboy because if Judd Welch is a doctor, so am I. Please respect my pronouns. You can call me Daddy if you like. For some people, it might be weird. For others, it might be fun, flirtatious, playful, even sexy. You can call me, different kinds of daddy if you'd like. If you don't like regular daddy, you can call me, crowd daddy, theater daddy, brow daddy, daytime daddy, drama daddy, formerly drama-free daddy, media daddy, saint daddy, and or fridge daddy, of course, or any appliance will do. Any appliance you want me to fix, I'll fix it. I don't care what you call me. The $80,000 daddy, $90,000 daddy, whatever you want. I don't care what you call me. Just be here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. But also don't watch me because it's really dangerous to watch me. You never know what I'm going to say. You never know what you might learn. You never know. They're really, really scared. Truth Daddy. Just and make sure you smash that subscribe button or don't, whatever you want to do. And don't follow me on Twitter because I've gained like 2,000, 3,000 Twitter followers in the last 24 hours. I don't know why. They said not to follow me and everybody did anyway. So funny how that works. Anyway, so welcome aboard, guys. Anyway, if you guys want to have your messages read out loud to the class on here, we don't have super chats because that's a scam. We have turtle chats. All right. You can click the link at the bottom of the chat called Turtle Chats. When you do that, you can pay whatever you want, say whatever you want, and I will read your message out loud to the class. Okay. You can do all sorts of stuff. So, speaking of, or you can cash at me, guys, at $ Uncle Turtleboy. I'm also Danger Daddy. I'm just dangerous. Cancel Daddy. Also cancel free Daddy. I don't know. All sorts. I'm just fucking dangerous, man. I'm just dangerous, dude. Anyway, what I was going to say. Hold on one sec. What's this say? Yeah. Okay. So we got a lot to get through tonight. So before we do that, yesterday, I feel that was the longest trip. Longest 24 hours of my life. Was crazy. So yesterday I did a stream from the Holiday Inn Express in Charlestown, West Virginia, and I got a whole shitload of turtle chats, and I didn't get to read any of them. So I'm going to start off reading some of them that I got yesterday, and then I'll read more. We're going to be a lot of turtle chats here. Turtle chats are like good conversation starters. Back during the trial, I used to get so many that I had to yell at people and say no centigraphs. We haven't got we're back to normal pace now, middle class, not like upper middle class, like just regular middle class amount of turtle chats lately. And, they're not as long, and that's okay. Some of them got long, I'm saying. And so but that was okay because we weren't getting as many. So now we got to, no centigraphs, please. No centigraphs. Okay. So let's start right from the bottom. Okay. All right. Kirsty sent $10, goes, I'm furious that it's been canceled. It's time to get organized. I'm in the UK. If I can be of help, I'm in. The Brits are loyal. Yes, they are, especially in the wars. I'm not that furious. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm just like, I think it shows weakness, man. It's such a weakness. It's desperation. I've had a lot of time to think about this. How desperate is it that they did this, that they spent money to have their bitch ass lawyer, Chris Mattei. We need a name for this motherfucker. I'm not done pantsing this motherfucker. This Chris Mattei's going to be my bitch for the next 2 years. I hope he knows he signed up to be my bitch. He probably had no fucking clue who I was. He's going to find out because this is what I make. I make fools of people like Chris Mattei. Chris Mattei had a good reputation before this. When this is done, he's going to be Hank Brennan. He's going to be a fucking joke. And I've just got it started. So there we go. And yes, I did go to the Hollywood Casino, actually. Yes. I met up with Tim afterwards. I'll tell you about that. We had a conversation about this all. It was good. It was productive. We'll talk about some of that. But anyway, it just shows the week. I mean, Chris Mattei's week. He showed it last night. Like this letter, if you guys didn't watch Nick Rekeita's stream, you got to watch it. Nick's an actual lawyer. I'm on like hour 3 of it, and it's fantastic. Like it's like he is just destroying this letter, and it's a bad letter. It's like this is like Mickey Mouse operation shit. Like this is a joke lawsuit. These are joke plaintiffs. This is not a serious lawsuit. It's going to cost serious money. That's very serious. 0.0% chance of getting a dime out of me. The only people getting a dime out of me are my lawyers. That's it. They're not getting, I mean, Melanie was, oh my God. Melanie's on a bender these days. Like when it comes to, like, she's fired up. She is fired up. Her last couple streams have been like, she's extra sassy these days. Like oftentimes Melanie just lets it play for a bit and doesn't interject that much. She stops it every 5 seconds now. And just because she can't control herself. It's like, why? Like she's so mad. She's like real pissed. And Rekeita is the same way. Like they're fired up. Because as it turns out, people don't like this. When you go around before someone goes on a show and say, no, you can't talk. Don't let him on there. Or else it comes across as like bullying, especially when they give in to bullies, which, you know, ultimately that is what happened. That like, and that's fine. We'll discuss my thoughts on that soon. But like, it's kind of undeniable that he gave in, right? I mean, it's like, I get it. It's going to cost him money, you know, if they sued, which that was a bluff. There was not going to be any lawsuit. All right. Is it doing the thing? Okay. Yeah. There was never going to be a lawsuit. And I thought about it for a minute too. And I'm like, even if there was, what kind of lawyers would say no? Isn't that how lawyers get paid when your clients get sued? Why are the lawyers advising him against that? And that's crazy. I would just get new lawyers. And we're going to talk about that because there are some major weaknesses in this stupid letter. The more we read it over, that it's like, bro, come on. You know what I mean? But I get where he's coming from. He's not a lawyer. What does he know? You know, he's just looking to protect his business that he's built up. I get it. You know, and ultimately I think that like he made it very clear to me in my conversations with him that he considered what he did helping me. Like that's the way he's like, this is going to help you. Like you want this. Like he's like, I'm doing you a favor. That's basically, that was his position, was that like, if you came on here and you did a show, Joe Flipper had a great tweet about it. It was like, I was indifferent to the show. I was probably going to watch it when he was on there, but I didn't really care. There was no buzz to it. Like there was no buzz to me going on Timcast. You know what I mean? There was no, people weren't really hyping it up. There was no buzz to it. Not as buzz. That was a lot of buzz. And whether or not he has me back on, it doesn't matter. I've already gotten, as a result of this, like more invites. And this time I'm not going to say who they are. Pretty big names. And I've thought about it. I'm like, okay, so I could say who they are and let them try to cancel me, have the lawyers do the same thing. And then if that happens, then we start, you know, a paper trail here of like, okay, now we start building a freaking lawsuit against them. They start doing shit like that. So that's one way I could start, or you just don't tell them. Because if I never announced I was going on Timcast and I just went on Timcast and I talked all about it, you know what Christopher Mattei would do? Nothing. Because he's a little bitch. Alex Jones made him his bitch in court. Alex Jones rolled over and fucking died in that lawsuit. Have you ever looked up how he fucking won that lawsuit? How he lost that lawsuit, Alex Jones? He didn't really put up much of a fight. And also, there's a really good clip that Joe Flipper had shared. He's on a roll. He showed like in court, like pointing to the grieving parents of the Sandy Hook kids that were murdered. And being like, look at, like, they're so sad. Their kids died. Horrible. Those are like the most sympathetic people on earth. You're going to point to Higgy and Big Bad Brian Albert and Colin Albert there. You're going to look at them and be like, oh, they're victims. Ain't no one going to believe that. Ain't no one. He doesn't understand what he jumped into. He's just in it for the money. And Rendaza had a great tweet about this, and it's a real mystery. And I think we should do a poll on it right now. What do you guys? Because there's only about who's funding this shit. Who's funding this shit? Start a poll. Okay. Or what's the third option? All right. So this is a poll I put up on Twitter, but I want to see what the chat says. So who is funding this lawsuit? There's only three options. Either the McAlberts are paying this, the lawyers are doing it on a contingency in which they will collect a percentage that they expect to win and get a percentage from me, or someone's funding it. And what do you guys think? Because I'm like literally getting hard, like actually erect about the thought of being deposed and being like, I can't wait, because I'm going to use the deposition as a chance to interview Chris Mattei. And I'm just going to say to him, he's going to ask me questions. And I'm like, actually, I have questions. Because I've done depositions before, Chris Mattei. Go read my depositions with Mike Gaffney, with, Julie Mejia, with Tony Branch. I turn these into clown shows. Like I love dunking on attorneys during depositions. Any deposition I ever did was hilarious. And yours is going to be the funniest because I am going to dunk on you, man. And number one question I'm going to have for you is who the fuck's paying you, brother? And you're, we're not here to discuss that. Well, I'll decide that. I'm asking the questions now. Okay. You're going to figure out who's the daddy in that relationship real quick. Chris Mattei, you're new here. I am not Alex Jones. I saw Alex Jones kind of dunk on you in court. It's kind of funny. You beat Alex Jones. So we're really impressed by that. We're really fucking impressed. And by the way, there's something missing right here in your head. It's like it's like your ball. It's a horrible place to go bald. It's just one spot. You look like you're wearing a white yarmulke. It's weird. You should just go full Tully. You got to go full Tully. Or, you make enough money, right? BLT can afford a full head of hair, but you can't. What are you doing, Chris Mattei? BLT, who sells watches and has 50 people watching his YouTube show, can afford to buy hair. And you can't. You're walking around with a white yarmulke on your head. What are you doing? Anyway. All right, next. What's the chat say? The chat is saying 67% are saying someone's funding it. 13% say the McAlberts are paying. 20% say contingency. I disagree on contingency. First of all, they got to be retarded to do that because if they think this is a winner, and even if it was a winner, what are you going to get out of us? Like when I was suing Lindsay Gaetani, I wasn't going to get any money. Like my lawyer would never take down a contingency. I had to pay him because what am I going to get out of her? And what are they going to get out of me? I'm spending all my money on my lawyers. There's not going to be anything left. What do you want? Anyway, I'm not a fucking health insurance company. I don't have like millions of dollars lying around. What are you talking about? So how could it be a contingency? And, it was amazing yesterday. Like, I don't know how much I made in Turtle Chats and the Give and Go. I don't fucking know. It might have been like $10,000. I don't even know. I didn't even ask for it. It just happened. You guys did it all on your own. That's what they inspired you guys to do. I didn't even ask for it. And people just did it. I wasn't like, oh my God, guys, I'm so sad that I'm not on the show. Can you please give me money? I didn't have to do anything. Tim Pool put a thing up. And next thing you know, everybody's giving me money. And then I'm getting like thousands of new subscribers and viewers and all this shit and followers everywhere. And I didn't even do anything. They did everything. That's what they did for me. It was the biggest favor ever. And these retards are out here like, yeah, we stopped him on going from Timcast. Yeah, we didn't get to hear his thoughts on Israel and whatever the fuck else is in the news that day or whatever that I probably haven't even been keeping up with because I'm too busy, you know? What do you want me to say? Oh, you guys didn't get to hear my thoughts on Israel. I know you're really disappointed. Oh, we could have talked about Gaza or what else is in the news these days? The senator, the guy, that weirdo from Maine running for Senate, we could have talked about him, I guess. I know you're really excited about that, aren't you? I guess you don't get to hear about that. Whoa, you guys got me. Whoa. Meanwhile, they're so stupid. I wish I had smarter people that hated me. I do. I really do. You know, when I first found out about this yesterday, I was having a lovely breakfast in Harpers Ferry. And I was sitting there and I got the news. And Trump's mom was like, she said, oh, she was like down. She was like, that's horrible. I feel horrible for you, you know? And I'm like, and for whatever reason, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't care. Okay. Either way, I win. I go, I think you should have me on just in principle, because I think it looks bad for him if he doesn't have me on. But to me, that's the way I viewed it. I viewed me not, because I'm like, they already paid for me to come down here, right? I'm already in the hotel. I already have a plane ticket. Yes, I could go on there and talk about Israel or, you know, the LA mayor race or whatever else is in the news. I don't know. Yeah, I could do that. Or we could have yesterday, which turned out a million times better. So a lot of people were like down. And I was like, okay. But I'm like, yeah, I go, first of all, I'm used to this. And secondly, I'm like, you know, like whatever. I'm like, okay, either way, I'm going to win. Like, no matter what, I'm going to take it is a vacation. You know what I mean? Any negative, and I'm just going to turn into a positive, period. Anyway, back to this. All right, next. William Vital sends $5 and goes, do what you do best, protest. I'd start a rally downtown protesting the suppression of free speech. Have Tim use his connections to fund and set it up. Get it on the news, raise awareness in West Virginia, let yourself be heard. He doesn't give a shit as much. We care way more than he does. I'm just another guest for him. And he, like, you know what I mean? Like, for him, this was just like, he's just doing what his lawyers advised him to do, and he'll move on to the next because Monday. Like, he doesn't give a shit. With me, it's like, you know, but he's like, he told me that, you know, he's not a lawyer, so what the fuck does he know? But he's like, my lawyers say that you have a case for tortious interference, as they call it, or I think it's tortious, that you could get him for that. And defamation. I mean, they lied about me in that letter. They blatantly lied. They lied about the facts of the case and things that I've done and whatever. And I'm going on a show Monday, as of right now, with a very, 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 very popular content creator. I'm not going to say who. And hopefully that opens up other doors, because Lisa Reynolds, who was the woman who booked me down there, she was on the show the other day. You know, she drove in all the way from Philly, which is like 3.5 hours away, just to be on the show with me, and then it got canceled. And you know, so she was pissed. She's like all the way free Karen Read, so she's pissed. And you know, and she hates censorship, but she's got a shit ton of connections, man. Like, she called up some people like right in front of me on the way out. It was just like talking to him, like she's like determined now. Like, I'm going to get you on every fucking show. That's what she's telling me. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Anyway, next. Rebecca Lavoie sends $10 and says, hey, Aiden, as a journalist, I found nothing of significance that has been inaccurate in your coverage of the litigants who have worked to quash your work for 3 years, nor in your reporting on the state police or DA's office. Mel and I are horrified that the House defendants are once again weaponizing the legal system to silence you, this time through a media company that has consistently platformed controversial voices that many find offensive. It's more than a shame. It's a disgrace. I hope they reverse this choice. Though if they wait until you prevail in your litigation, I would encourage you to decline their offer at that point. We stand with you. The integrity of sourcing beyond your work and your First Amendment rights, Rebecca Mel. You're right about a lot. Everything you said. Love. Thanks so much, Rebecca Mel. But on top of that, you're right. They had on, like Tim has had on. You named it. Like he has had on Alex Jones. Alex Jones, who Christopher Mattei sued. You know? He had on Nick Fuentes, Milo, and Kanye West at the same time. Like peak Kanye West, back when like he was like going full fuck the Jews, Kanye West, like that kind of like him. And Kanye ended up walking out because he asked him a question about that, but he still came on, and he would have on anyone, like all those people were too hot to handle. Too controversial. Not too controversial, sorry. None of those people were too controversial. But I was. Do you understand what that does to my rep? I want people to think about that. Like, I am the fucking bad boy of the internet. I am the baddest boy on this block, on the whole internet block. Like, nobody, like all these people, oh, I'm controversial. Oh, this person's controversial. No one's more controversial than me. I am the most dangerous person on this platform who has ever existed, I would say. Like Alex Jones has said some of the most insane controversial shit ever. Kanye lost his goddamn mind. Lost his mind. And I'm too dangerous. Okay. I mean, that do you understand what you guys just did for my street rep? Do you understand? It's the best. I don't know if Tim's like just a genius. At first, I was like, wow, that's kind of cowardly. That was my first take on it. But the more I think about it, I'm like, it's kind of genius. It's kind of genius. Like the way it's worked out. And this seems to be his plan. This seems to have been his plan. And he told me that he invited me out to dinner afterwards. And so we went down there. We went to a steakhouse in the casino and met up with him. And that was the first thing he said to me. He was like, I did this on purpose. Like I wanted, like, I thought this was what was best for you. I thought this would benefit you the most. Because I didn't think so at first. I'm like, I thought it was like, you know, at first I was like, what the fuck, kind of cowardly, you know? I mean, that was my first take on it. But the more it went on, it just kept working out better and better. And he was basically like, see, I told you so. Like, I don't know if that was his plan, but he says it was his plan. So I think it worked out. So there's that. All right, cool. Next. 227 sends $10, goes, the three fake victims here are pure evil personified. We need more noise on the H4064 bill sponsored by Boldiga. So that is dead, as it turns out. That bill is dead on arrival. I talked to his guy. It's over. So that bill, that's how the State House works. You just put it, something gets put up for study. That means the bill's dead. So it's over. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm not going to be convicted anyway. So I'm not going to be like the guinea pig that has it overturned. But if I was convicted, it would just be an immediate appeal. That the law itself is you know, and any sentence would be like stayed. I mean, it would be immediate appeal, immediate. You know, because the law itself is a violation of the First Amendment. But you cannot challenge that constitutionality without a conviction. So that's just you know, it is what it is. So thanks. Next. Anilton sends $100. Woo! And says, I'm 100% with you and $100 with me. Keep your head up. Appreciate that, Anilton. Josephine sends $50 and says, fuck Tim, fuck the McAlberts. Karen didn't kill John. They did. They can try and silence you, but they will never silence the truth. John deserves justice. I mean, these little bitches, they really think that their little lawsuit matters. They're really like, oh, you can't have them on. We sued him. It's like, and so what if they were going to sue me next month? Could he have me on? Could I have been on Timcast 2 months ago? Because I was saying the same shit before then. Like, What does it matter if a law? Oh, there's a lawsuit now. So any retard can file a lawsuit that wants to waste their money. A lot of people have filed lawsuits against me. I'm surprised none of them emailed like any platform I'm on, but like, don't have them on. And you know what? It's like any like venue that is going to be like, okay, we can't have him. He's too controversial. To me, this is war. This is a war on the First Amendment. And anybody who is not like, if there's like a theater or whatever, or something like that, that's like, we can't have you on. Somebody doesn't like something you said. To me, that's them picking a side. That's them picking a side. Like theaters and everything, they're supposed to be neutral platforms. So anyone who decides that like, well, we can't have you on, you're too controversial, you're no longer neutral. You have chosen their side. And that's fine. That's your choice. But I have a right then. You have declared war. And we have the right to fire back. We have the right to protest your theater, right? To hold peaceful protests outside, do we not? So I just want to, like, anybody out there that thinks that like, oh yeah, we're just, we can't have you here. You're too controversial. Oh, okay. We might get emails. Oh, you might get emails. Well, you might get some protesters then, huh? You might get some. I'm so sick of this shit about like they can protest and send emails. We can't. We're done. I mean, you guys with me? We're fucking done with this shit. We're done. You guys want to declare war in the First Amendment in this fucking country, you communist, insurrectionist pieces of shit. We're not going to let you do that. We're not. We're going to win. Colin was in the fucking house. Suck on that. Little bitch boy Colin Albert, crying Colin Albert. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared, Daddy. The man with the T-Rex arms in the window. Oh, he's talking about Peter Berger. Who is that? Oh, just some motherfucker I killed back in 94 when I was your age, Colin. Oh, okay. Guess it runs in the family then. Yeah, sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad. Oh, I'm so scared, Dad. I'm looking at this video. I'm so scared of the T-Rex arms. And there's this old lady in the background with really, really, really flabby skin. Oh my God, there's so much skin, Daddy. She looks like she's 72. She looks like she's 72, but she's talking like a robot. I don't know what her deal is. I don't know. So anyway, next. DW Varney sends $100 and says, fuck Tim Pool and really fuck the McAlberts. They are evil pieces of shit. Go Unco. Keep doing your thing. Well, thank you so much, DW Varney. I appreciate that. Sandra sends $50 and goes, this will bring more eyes to your cause and make you stronger. I think it's backfired. It's been about 24 hours now, and safe to say it has backfired like a mofo. Am I up to 150,000 Twitter followers yet? No. Can we get up to 150,000 Twitter followers, guys, by the end of this episode? I'm at right now 149,879. We are 121 Twitter followers away from 150,000. If you don't have a Twitter account, make one. Okay? Get on the TwitchWat, hit the follow, just follow me at Dr. Turtleboy. I lost like a couple thousand followers during the whole like recording gate bullshit. And whatever, it is what it is. So I was at 150,000. I hit it, and then I went down. I haven't gone back up. So go follow me on the TwitchWat and make sure you're subscribing. I wonder what, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like everywhere I've gone on the internet now, without even asking, I just see people sharing my defense fund everywhere. And it's like, it's interesting because me and Karen are both being sued. We're both being sued by these people. We're both incurring costs or whatever. And it's like, I feel bad for her because it's just my shit that's getting shared. It's just my shit that's getting, like, no one is like, where are her supporters? Like, where's like the, you know what I mean? The Brandies of the world. Like, why aren't they out here like, hey, here, what about, this? They've like lost, they don't give a shit anymore. They've given up on her, they get, and I wonder what she's thinking. You know what I mean? Like, she's welcome. I'm welcome to team up with Karen. Let's do this. I'm all for it. But because I feel bad. I feel bad. Because we're both being sued. You know what I mean? We're both under attack. We're in this shit together. Like it or not, we're in this shit together. I'm just saying. All right, next. Yeah, and I am out. It's like I mean, can we be honest there? I mean, is there ever been a worse mistake than Karen Read picking, like, aligning herself with those retards? Like, there was an obvious division there. There was, okay, on one hand you have Turtleboy, the Glarer, Nurse Kim, Jimmy, Justice Served, Melanie Little. Like, you got all that on this side that, like, don't have a problem with me, and then you got the other side. Who's on that side? Well, you got something called Boston Brandy. You got something called Nick Rocco. You have a DJ, a guy named DJ, who is into UFOs and is a clapping seal. You have a Boston Bia, his little assistant there. You have, who else you got? Oh, you got a BLT. You got a Cryford, who picks up dog shit. You got a 5150 there. Oh, and you got the Hood Booger Talk Radio. I mean, so that those were the factions. There was a clear line drawn ever since, like, late September of 2025. And I understood she was in a mood that day. I get it. And it's just like, and temporarily she just was like, I'm on this side. Fuck the Glarer. I mean, she called out a lot of people on this show, which was exactly what Randall wanted. That's exactly what Randall wanted. He's like, oh yeah, nice. I get to talk to Karen Read. And I wonder sometimes how much she regrets that decision, because that was, I mean, can we be real? Have you ever heard of has there ever been a worse decision? Like, in hindsight, like, when you talk monetarily, I mean, how much did that decision cost her? Like, God damn. And I did a post today about the Rotten Mango. And because, I looked at my revenue for videos, and I make like $100 for every 10,000 views on a video. So Rotten Mango's video interview with her, move my phone. My phones are all the way fucking over there. They're nowhere near it, guys. So I don't know what causes the static, like being in the same room as it. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But it's like way over there. The Rotten Mango one, it's like that had 1.8 or 1.9 million views. And yeah, what happened to Howie Carr? Like, where'd the Howie, like, Howie left, like, whatever. I don't know. Like, is Howie talking about this? Has he even mentioned the lawsuit? He's just like, oh, remember that story I wrote a book about and covered every day? I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Anyway, Rotten Mango got like almost 2 million views, let's call it. So that's about, by my math, $20,000 in revenue, right? That's what she made off of Karen Read. Somebody who literally had 6 million subscribers and never once used her platform to advocate for Karen Read. Never. She never advocated for Karen Read. That platform could have been invaluable to spreading the word about Karen Read. After she was acquitted and she felt safe, then Rotten Mango's like, okay, now I'll talk about it. I'll do a 3-part thing. And it was like, oh, nice. I'd never heard of her before. You know why? Because I'm over the age of 21. So I've never heard of Rotten Mango before. And so I watched it and I'm like, this is a show for fucking teenagers. Like, that's what it is. And this is like a dumbed down version of, like, it's like the case, it's like for newbies. Like, that's what it is. And then I watched the interview with her. And back then I was like, all like, oh yeah, this is great. Cause I was all like team unity and let's forget all the division and put the thing back together. And we can all agree that interview was a fucking joke now. Like, that was the worst thing. It was just the age difference between them alone was just like, Karen's a grown ass woman talking to a fucking child. Like, that's what I saw there. A fucking millennial, like, oh my God. So, like, totally, what was it like to, like, be, oh my God, was it like wicked, scary? And Karen's like a really intelligent woman talking to this fucking millennial chick that is like, calls herself after like a rotted fruit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And this is a month after Megyn Kelly had Lawyer on and said that Karen Read's team asked to be paid to come on to do an interview, and they were told to go fuck themselves. I mean, that's tough to go from like, oh yeah, like, yeah, well, I'll come on there if you pay me, and they're like, fuck you, we're not paying you shit, and then you go and rob mango, like, oof. And you got retard out here, Nick Rocco. He's like, I got her on there. It's like, what'd you get her paid, bro? What do you, the not PR, not manager guy, just the guy that brags about getting her on shows and is what Karen calls her eyes and ears on the ground or on Twitter, whatever. So do we just pass 149.9 on Twitter? Let me refresh. We're up to on Twitter. Yep. 149,931, only 69 to go, folks. 69 to go. But anyway, that's enough of that. Next. Beth sends $25 and has no comment. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Elena sends $10 and goes, I'll continue to donate to you solely because Jen McCabe Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. and the world knows it. Because the House defendants knowingly and willfully murdered a man, a friend, and a fellow police officer. Fuck them, never stop. Dude, all over my Twitter feed yesterday was just, I mean, I'm just a reporter saying what I see here. I go on my Twitter feed, all I see was posts saying the McAlberts did it. She Googled this, and everyone's just like, sue me, bitch. It was like an I Am Spartacus situation. Like everyone out there was just like, fuck you. You want to tell Turtleboy he can't go on a show and say you're murderers? I'll say it. Everyone's saying it. They're encouraging people to say it. They're going to lose, man. It's going to be great. So thanks. To make an account sends $15, goes, deliver ham sandwiches on a jail. And that ham is the new thing we're calling the McAlberts because the Higgins. It took me a minute to figure that out. Higgins, Albert, McCabe. On a jail tray to each and every one of the ham plaintiffs. Turtle can take all our money and enjoy the thousands of subscribers he's about to receive as a result of attempting to silence our favorite investigative journalists. Attempting to, keyword. Thank you. Bury the hatchet, or ratchet, not the hatchet, sends $5. Goes, well, I don't think you should alienate Timcast and the opportunities there. So to be clear, this opinion is mine and does not represent Turtleboy, which such a okay. This is utter bullshit, and I'm shocked and appalled at his tweet and that your show was canceled. Don't let the haters get you down and can't wait to see all these people eat their words. I think that his tweet was intentional to get your attention and make you outraged. I think that was kind of the point. And it's gotten a couple million views, his tweet, I think already. So mission accomplished. But obviously a lot of people didn't get it. But whatever, you know, I think they get it now. Naomi sends $25, goes, wow, I saw the tweet from Tim. They are scared to death. Yes, they are. Eileen sends 25 and goes, just to piss the McAlberts off. Let's go, people. Send in your donations. Thank you, Eileen. Mary sends $5, goes, I joined Sex Cult, and now I'm here sending turtle chats. So you can keep going against the McAlberts. Keep going, Daddy. Well, thank you so much, Mary. Bradford sends $100. Woo! And says, get a monk. We got you. Well, thank you, Bradford. JD sends $25, goes, no need to announce in advance who you interview or interview with. It only gives scumbags a chance to interfere. Keep fighting the good fight. Yeah, I kind of talked about that dilemma earlier. You know, part of me wants to keep announcing it just so they keep trying it and just so we can build a case against them. But the other part of me is like, fuck it. You don't get to know. The only thing that about that is like, the reality is like, I'm in negotiations with some theaters to do a show. And, you know, I'll explain that to you. What's more in detail, what's happening with that. But the fact of the matter is that once we do one and we have one announced, the McAlberts are going to contact them. We know that now. They're not going to let me have a show in a theater. They've made that clear because I have to announce a theater show because I have to sell tickets. I can't just be like, don't, if I don't tell anyone about it, no one will be there. So you got to tell people. And also I have a right to, you know, I feel like I'm kind of giving in by not announcing it. I feel like it's kind of letting them win in a way, but we'll see. It's almost like, let's put these people through the test. Let's put these theaters to the test. Let's put let's see who's got balls out there. Let's see who's got balls. Let's see who won't back down. And I'll tell you what, the people who won't back down will win. Twitter is the biggest platform in the world because Elon Musk bought it. It didn't used to be. Facebook used to be. But Facebook chose the path of censorship. And as a result, Facebook sucks. Who uses Facebook now? Twitter is where everyone's at. So there's that. Next. Bradford says, did I read this one? No. This is Maria, sends $100. Goes, I recommend you to Lindsay Fag Kokist from Imprint PR. You need her now more than ever. I gave her your email, FU House Cop Murders. Well, thank you very much, Maria. And I'm inundated with emails that I have to get through. People offering help, very busy. So I'm definitely going to get on it. Thank you. Amy sends $50, goes, we ain't got no quit. Tim Pool is a beta cuck. Your opinion, not mine. Thank you, Amy. Brittany sends $5, goes, I may not have a ton, but anything to help with a fuck you to the McAlberts. Well, thank you, Brittany. Next Witness sends $25, goes, you are not alone, Aiden. We stand with you. We will always be there to support you and fund your legal defense on behalf of our First Amendment rights. OJO deserves justice, and only we can get the truth uncovered through you and your award-winning investigative journalism. P.S. Timcast is a pussy. Okay, thank you. Kelly sends $10, goes, fuck the McAlberts. Thank you, Kelly. Laura sends 25, goes, here's some money literally just to say fuck you to the McAlberts. Free Turtleboy. Thank you. Daisy sends $10, goes, without a doubt, anyone celebrating this is an anti-Karen Read. We will be so loud on the evidence that proves they are not innocent like Karen is. And speaking of, like, that's a great point, because I saw some of these retards out here, like they're so dumb, like the Broyles of the world, the BLTs of the world, the Cryfords of the world. They're very short-sighted, and they think that the fact that they're cheering this on is what Turtleboy derangement syndrome looks like, because they're like, yeah, censorship, yeah, but also that they think that this is going to be a bad thing for me. Like, they're too stupid to realize that this is actually very, very good. And I mean, I don't know if they know this, but like, when you make a lot of money, that's actually a good thing. When you build your profile, it's a good thing. When more people follow you, that's actually a good thing, etc. So I want to show you, but BLT's Twitwat especially was like such pussy. I mean, this guy is such a fucking tool bag. Like, he's just the biggest fucking homo. I can't believe I was ever associated with this fucking virgin loser. I don't know that he's actually a virgin, but I bet you his body count is single digits. Does anybody? I mean, he's like almost 50 years old, I think. And just, he's a crier. He's a crier. Anyway, so his Twitwat is over here. Let's see what he's got. What? So he's out here being like, Timcast is doing great. Like, he's like pro censorship. He's loving it. He's loving it. Let's see. Let's go. So I haven't read this one. Millions of people. Aiden had less than 20 people show up to support him at his last hearing. Let's see. BLT says, let's be real. That was probably just a couple out sightseeing who ran into him, and he immediately started talking himself up. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I've got a platform with 163,000 subscribers. I went to jail for 60 days for a woman they were trying to wrongfully convict of murder. Karen Read, you've probably heard of her. Yeah, I'm the guy who broke the whole thing. And the couple was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Can we take a picture with you? He's so bitter, bro. So let me talk about that. So he's like, this is what cope looks like, BLT. We know that nobody's ever come up to you ever and said they know who you are, fucking ever. And we know you fangirl me too. You gave me that fucking plaque, that fucking fake plaque. You gave me that thing, and you filmed yourself doing it with a pocket square there, right? Well, anyway, BLT, maybe. So I'm going to show you that picture that he's apparently real mad about. you know, he's like that. So he thinks I staged this photograph, I guess. Let me pull this up. All right. So I'm like walking along. Right. And let's see. So I'm walking along Harpers Ferry. I'm right outside. See that little thing behind me there? This is where John Brown's last stand was, at Harpers Ferry. Okay. History. And I'm walking along, and I see this woman and her 4 kids, 2 sets of twins, and her husband. And they look at me like I'm fucking Paul McCartney or something, like look of shock. Oh my God. And then they bust out. They're like, can you sign? They had a license plate. They had a Massachusetts license plate that said, what the fuck was it? The ends of the license plate, it might have been T on one side and B on the other. I forget what it said. But in the middle, it said DCN. And they're like Dedham, Canton, Norfolk. And I autographed the license plate for them that they had with them. And they also had shirts with them. And they were so nice. Like, and I'm not lying. Like, I don't want to embarrass this very nice lady here. But she was like, she was like nervous to meet. Like, she was so sweet and so nice and so cool. But they were like, they live in West Virginia, and they were just so nice. And so, you know, we took pictures with them, and they busted out this shirt, and they wanted me to sign it. And so, oh, there it is right there. And so my question for BLT is, okay, BLT, I know you're not like a thinker. Let's think this one through, pal. Let's think this through. So you think that a couple was out sightseeing and ran into me. Well, riddle me this, BLT. Why did they have things ready to go to be autographed then? If they just barely knew if they weren't looking for me. Like, I announced that I was down there, and they drove, I think they said 45 minutes to get there, just in the hopes that they run into me. And then they were just shocked when there was like again, it was like seeing fucking the Beatles for the first. They're like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, oh, I'm just a regular guy. You know what I mean? And I'd be happy to sign your shit. No problem. No problemo. They're really nice people. And you got this mofo out here who's like, that was probably just a couple sightseeing who ran into him and immediately started talking himself up. I didn't have to. They did all the talking. Like, they're so jealous that I have like supporters and fans, like people that are excited. He's so butthurt about it. We got witnesses. They'll be the first. They'll tell you the same thing, you know? So he's so mad about it. Anyway, back to ripping on this guy. What else? He said something else that was like really gay. Just look at his face. Just look at his face. Bro, that hair is so fake, dude. Oh my God. Out of his mind. Oh, BLT is dropping bombs. The BLT bomb. My reaction. No one cares about your reaction. Karen Read particularly, dude. Let's see. There are things that will always set Melanie Little apart from other YouTube lawyers like Emily D. Baker and Lawyer You Know. Okay, so listen up, Melanie Little. Brian Bardsley is here to teach you a couple things. You know, oh, it's her. Okay, Trent's mom's reminding me right now. It was the acquittal date. So the license plate, it was a Massachusetts license plate. It said 6 DCN 18. That was the license plate. And that's her acquittal date, June 18th. And it said DCN in the middle. And they were like, this is like a lucky. They literally brought it down there for me to sign. How cool was that? How cool was that? Anyway, so it says here, so he's lecturing Melanie Little about how to be good at her job like him. There are things that always set Melanie Little apart from other YouTube lawyers like Emily D. Baker and Lawyer No, who continue to thrive. She fell in the Turtleboy trap. Continue to thrive, and Melanie's not? What are you talking about? What planet are these people living on? Do you see the kind of views that Melanie Little gets? Because she fell into the Turtleboy trap? You mean the topic that everyone wants to talk about, including you, and you just happen to be on the wrong side of it? I used to associate with Melanie Little, and I remember once telling me during Karen Read Trial 1, I'll come on your show, but I'll never talk about Turtleboy or bring that crowd to my channel. I'll take things that never happen for $500, please, Alex. At some point, I guess she had to make a choice. Keep riding along for the subscribers, clicks, and money, or have the moral fortitude to take a stand, put her foot down, and say what he's doing is wrong. Did these motherfuckers not remember when they were lining up to lick my balls for several years, though? There was no bigger ball licker for yours truly than BLT. He was my number one ball licker. And like they're just pretending like that never happened. Like, bro, we let you go live stream from my channel while I was in jail. We let you do that. People that no one would know who you are without me, BLT. Like literally no one. Because you paid me to come on your stream. Keyword paid. But from what we see, she can choose the latter. Nan is a good person. Nan is the biggest piece of shit ever, but we know you need her, bro. You need someone to pay for the toupee. Because that shit's not going to pay for itself. I know her heart. Oh, you're in love, huh? I know how much she cares, how hard she works, and how loyal she is to the people she loves. So watching strangers online try to tear her down, twist who she is, or act like they have her figured out is disgusting. They don't know her. Bro, she's not going to fuck you. They know a version of her that's been created by people with agenda. Did you miss the part where Nan Gallagher like viciously attacks Melanie Little in like the worst possible way? We know you need those super chats. We know. I'll say this clearly. Nan has been nothing but kind, supportive, and genuine to me and others. And I'm not going to sit back and let people who don't know her character try to define it. That's exactly what you're going to do, actually. Exactly what you just did. Oh, he's got jokes. He's got jokes. Oh, yep, there I am destroying your fucking free shit, BLT. Oh, let's see. Look at this guy. Oh, he's like, this is him raising money for me. If you were so against me, BLT, why'd you raise money for me, pal? Why'd you do that? Here we go. Oh, here we go. Look at him. The support just stopped. Okay. And he goes, and I haven't seen some of these. He's so mad. I'll add this. What exactly has the crew he's chosen to align himself with over the last year, Will, Jess, Nurse Kim, Jimmy, Melanie, etc., actually done for him? In my opinion, see, that's the thing, BLT, is I don't need people to do shit for me. You do. You need people to lift you up. I don't. I could survive on my own, but what have they done? Stuck, had my back, against the mob that you retards assembled and like tried to start a revolution, but it failed miserably. Okay, what has Will done for me? Been one of the most loyal friends ever. That's what Will's done for me. What has Jess done? Same. There's been a loyal, good friend. I know that's hard for you to understand because you don't have any friends, but they have been. What has Nurse Kim done? Same. She's been honest with me. When she's had issues with me, she's told me about it too. Same with Jess. When she's had issues with me, she's not afraid to vocalize it, and we work through it. That's what they've done for me. Jimmy, what's Jimmy done for me? Oh, I don't know. Co-hosted the fucking Wilbur show that we sold out and made bank at, that thing. That's what Jimmy's done. And this is before our breakup, BLT. I asked him to be the guy on it, not you, because people like him. People find Jimmy funny and entertaining. You? No. People like laughing at you. They don't really like laughing with you. You're a joke. Like Karen Read said, we're talking about private conversations here. Karen Read told me you should quit. That's what Karen Read thinks of you. Is she calling you back these days? Is she returning your calls? No, because Karen Read likes people who are useful. You are of no use to her. You're a joke. She told me that. She thinks that you should not do this. That's what she thinks of you. People like Jimmy. He's funny. That's why I asked him to co-host the show. What has Melanie done for me? Defended the wall. I wouldn't say Melanie's like a friend like them because I don't really know her like that. You know, like I'm very friendly with her, but she's a woman of fucking principle. Okay. And she is an adamant defender of the First Amendment. And she's one of the realest people out there. She really is. And that's why people love her. When I was watching her streams the last couple days of it, I'm like, oh, wow, give it to him. Give it to him. Like so fired up. Same with Rekeita. It's just like so fired up about, so mad about it. So mad about it. You know, okay. In my opinion, very minimal. Big deal. They showed up to his fundraiser on his channel for what? Presents? No, maybe they believe in the First Amendment, dipshit, to keep up with the Joneses so they don't lose those subscribers and that money. But I don't see them showing up for court dates. Jimmy's come to my court dates. Jess comes to all my court dates. Will literally flies in from Tennessee to come to my court dates. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Nurse Kim's a fucking nurse. She doesn't go to court dates. Melanie lives far away from here. It's like a 5 or 6 hour trip to get here. She covers my court cases, which is just as important. Oh my God. I don't see them doing their own pop-up fundraisers for him. I don't see that level of effort. Will's done some fundraisers for me. Meanwhile, myself and the young jerks were either showing up. Showing up? When did you show up to any of my shit? What are you talking about? How often? What did the young jerks ever come to any of my hearings? Continuing to raise money right up until we were attacked. But you're only doing it to like, what you're accusing them of doing is what you did. I mean, and then you're like, okay, whatever, you're sharing. So this was his reaction to, I'll have with this. Somebody goes, so your meme is telling me that it's important and enjoyable to you that Aiden was silenced than it is for the story of John O'Keefe's. Because he shared something that he was like laughing. He thought it was funny that I was like not invited on Timcast. It's like, bro, I think it was Alyssa that said this, and everyone should follow @Wanderlust28. She's the best account on Twitter. And she was like, this is proving that you guys don't care about Karen Read, because Aiden was about to go on a show with 3 million subscribers and tell a whole new audience the story of Karen Read and let them know that she was framed and all that stuff. And it would have been great for Karen Read for me to go on there. Karen Read's family probably would have loved that. Why wouldn't they? They loved it when I went. They loved my show. Right. And, you know, like now it's like I showed you those messages the other day. They were like my family, like that. That's what Karen Read thought of my shows. She would love it, even though we don't talk. I'm sure she would appreciate me going on there and telling the world that she was framed. And BLT's out here like, yay, censorship. Not because he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about Karen Read. And this is what this motherfucker says. He goes, I already heard John O'Keefe's story on Rotten Mango. On Rotten Mango? What are you talking about? You were talking about it before Rotten Mango. You heard about it on Turtleboy. I was also very involved and watched it play out in the court system for the last 3 years. I can't believe how retarded he is. I just can't. I can't. Yeah. Yeah, this is the one. How about this? This was, everybody follow @Wanderlust218. She's the best. She goes, just so we're clear, Dr. Turtleboy was going to go on Tim's show and tell the story of what happened to Karen, but it was canceled because the McAlberts attorney threatened to sue Tim. Karen's story would have been told to an entirely new and very large demographic of people. And might I add, a demographic of people who are, into like exposing corruption, and they are receptive to, they're not dismissive of conspiracies, like people that would take it serious, like, and not blindly supportive of the police. That's what Tim's crowd's like. And you're on here laughing about the interview canceled as if it's a win for you guys. So basically, you guys have officially reached the point where you care more about shitting on Aiden than you do what's best for Karen Read. I don't ever want to hear the "we are Karen Read's true supporters" bullshit from you guys ever again. Amen, sister. And he's like, don't put words on my mouth. I didn't say it was a win. You didn't? Then what the fuck are you cheering for? You're an absolute fucking moron if you sit there. Oh, he's big words from BLT. Bro, I can't. I'm going to the next Enrique Delgado Garcia fucking hearing, and I hope you're ready, BLT. I'm going to have a lot of questions for you, motherfucker. Anybody know when the next hearing is for the troopers charged with manslaughter in the Enrique case? Because BLT wants to act like a big fucking tough guy online and run his mouth. That's fine. I'm not a violent. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm going to kick your ass. No, but I'm going to ask you questions. I mean, if my theory is like, can you have the same energy in person? We'll find out, Brian. Anybody know? So let me know when the next Enrique hearing is. I'll be there with bells on. Let me know. Yeah. So he goes, you're an absolute moron if you sit there, act dumb, and choose to ignore the daily harassment I've taken from him over the past year. What fucking harassment, motherfucker? There were two. I didn't start shit with you. You jumped on the fuck Turtleboy bandwagon over a fucking recording that didn't affect you. So yeah, I'm going to have a little chuckle when things collapse, except it didn't collapse, you dumbass. The fact that you think it collapsed, how the fuck did it collapse? Did I cross 150,000 yet? 149,964. 30. I'm 36 followers away from 150,000. I've gained over 2,500 followers in the last 24 hours. I've made God knows how much money, all that shit. But yeah, it's collapsing. It's collapsing. Oh, in the doc too. The doc's going to be even fucking better now. I forgot. And if you don't think the doc, that was the one thing I was looking forward to talking about on there was the documentary in compelling pictures, and really promoting that. Because that's happening. And now I also have information about the Sandpaper doc. So the Sandpaper doc project was dead. Like no one was talking about it. There was buzz that it was canceled. And then all of a sudden this week, they contacted Mazza Media. And they asked if they could use a picture that he posted years ago of the Canton Nine for a documentary they're working on. I repeat, all of a sudden, they are interested in the Canton Nine. What do you guys think of that? Now, think of what the thought process of what's happening here. Now, let's think about this project too. The Sandpaper project that's going on Netflix, allegedly. So I'll just fucking talk about it because I talk about you. I don't give a fuck. So yes, this story. So Mazza knows about this. So Mazza didn't take that photo though. So they wanted his permission to one of the other Canton Nine. It was her camera that took it. And so they had to contact her and be like, use it. So the chat's figuring this out. So why all of a sudden are they interested in the Canton Nine? Why? That's so Canton Nine's old news. That was over 3 years ago. No one got charged, whatever. And think about what the theme of this documentary is going to be. When they took this project on, Sandpaper, they thought they're like a British company that doesn't really understand the pulse of like how things are over here and how popular Karen Read is. And they thought that that Karen Read was going to be convicted and that was going to be the happy ending to the documentary, right? That Karen Read gets convicted, that the hero Adam Lally overcomes all this shit and blah, 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 blah. And it didn't work out that way. And so what do they got for a documentary? They got nothing. They don't have Karen. They don't have me. They got no one. Who are they going to interview? And now we know, now that Lindsay Gaetani has flipped, right? They had Gretchen Voss, that they have interviewed Lindsay Gaetani back when she was on their team. And they've interviewed Kate Peter. And if you're interviewing them, what does Lindsay Gaetani have to do with the Karen Read case? Nothing. So that gets me thinking, what's this documentary going to be about? Where's their documentary going to be about? Why are they interested in Lindsay Gaetani? And then it hit me. It's not about Karen Read. The documentary is not about Karen Read. The documentary is about me. They're doing a hit piece on me. Like the whole doc is just a hit piece because there's only one reason to talk to Lindsay Gaetani if you're them. Back then, they talked to her like when I was in jail, right? There's only one reason to talk to her. There's only one reason that she's involved in this is like that's how you even know her name, right? So why are they interviewing her unless it's just a hit piece on me? And then you think about it and you're like, what is a common theme with Netflix documentaries? Right? What's a common theme? Like the Tinder swindler and countless others about like crazy exes, right? Now, how about this for a premise for a documentary? How about this for a premise? They believe that Karen Read killed John O'Keefe, right? So how about this for a premise? Woman kills police officer boyfriend and gets away with it because she's working with some controversial douchebag YouTube guy, flashy guy, whatever. And she gets away with murder because of it. And then he calls the victim's mother a cunt. And then in the meantime, he builds his online profile and he makes money, but he also gets a lot of following and there's a lot of women. And he uses that following to prey on women. Right? And they're interviewing Lindsay because why else would they want to talk to her? What interest do they have in her? Is that not a typical, Netflix premise for a documentary? And now, all of a sudden, they want pictures of the Canton Nine. Well, who's in the Canton Nine? All of a sudden, they want pictures of the Canton Nine. All of a sudden, where did this come from? Why did they email Mazda Media last week and ask him if they can use that? And then they sent an email to the person who took the picture, whose camera took the picture, and they offered her $600 for the picture to use it. Huh. What did they ask Lindsay? What do you think they asked Lindsay? What do you think they asked her opinion on the Karen Read case? On the facts of the case? No. They asked Lindsay about me. It's like that's what they talked about. Even though Lindsay is now flipped. And it's like, so, but they could still use that footage, right? So what do you think is the theme that they're going with here? And I can see this from a mile away. The sex cult thing. Like they're going to be like, he's like running a sex cult. That's literally the theme of their documentary. And in case you haven't seen the crusty tweets and shit like that, she's like 39 million people have watched the Mackenzie Shirilla doc. What do you think? She just tweeted that for the fuck of it? No. Because I'm telling you right now, get ready for it. I would estimate probably in November, right before my trial, Netflix is going to release the documentary about this, and it's going to be about me. And I'm the villain. And Jen McCabe's a victim. They've done extensive interviews with Jen McCabe, the O'Keefes, and they're going to sit there and they're going to cry about me. And now all of a sudden, they have an interest in the Canton Nine. Almost as if someone, one of the Canton Nine or whoever, maybe two, I don't know. Someone in the Canton Nine just reached out to them and said, hey, I'd like to be interviewed for your documentary. Maybe something like that occurred. I don't know. I have no evidence of this. But the timing's interesting, don't you think? All of a sudden, Sandpaper, which no one has heard from, in months and months and months, and a lot of people thought the project was dead, and now it's been brought back to life? Huh. And I'll tell you right now, Sandpaper, bring it. Do it. I fucking dare you to make a documentary about me. I dare you to do a hit piece about me. Because we've seen a lot of people like, are you, because I've thrown this out there, and like I see exactly what they're doing. I know exactly what's going on here. I'm not retarded. Like, what else? How else do you explain? Oh, 39 billion. Okay. And so 39 million people have watched the Mackenzie Shirella documentary, and almost all of them think she's a giant asshole, right? Why? Because then people go down the rabbit hole. So you watch the documentary, and then you go down the rabbit hole, and you start going online and consuming content, and you watch all the interviews, and you do all that. That is the last thing they want. So go ahead, do it. Do a hit piece on me. I can sustain it. Do it. I'll love it. Do you understand how big that? She's right. 39 million people. Do you understand what that would do for me professionally? I mean, you think Tim, like you guys got me kicked off of Tim Pool, and look how much that's benefited me. Do a Netflix doc on me. Do it. Do it. I dare you to fucking do it. And I'm telling you right now, I would bet anything. I'll just say it. I'll bet you fucking anything they have interviewed 5150. I would bet my fucking life on it. I would bet. All of a sudden, they're interested in the Canton 9. All of a sudden, they're interested in the Canton 9. Huh. Okay. Do it. Interview her. Do it. Send 39 million people down that rabbit hole. Do it. Do it. Do it. I think Purple Kool-Aid channel might come back. You know, I think it might. Do it. I mean, I dare him to do it. If you think I'm scared of that, that is going to backfire spectacularly. Do it. And guess what? Then our documentary comes out in which I'm the good guy. Yeah, do that. Do that. See what happens. I would bet anything she contacted them. Why the fuck wouldn't she? She's been banned from Twitter. What kind of grown-ass woman gets banned from fucking Twitter? 3 times now, I think. No, like nothing. Just complete spiraling. Will do anything for attention. Anything for attention. Any way to keep tricking, getting revenge. Certainly not going to move on. Definitely not going to be moving on. Do it. Put her on. Put crusty panties on. Send people down the crusty panties rabbit hole. I dare you. Anyway, either way you win. They understand that, like, it's bad if you're Mackenzie Shirella, it sucks having a documentary come out about you like that because you're in jail and the facts are all against you, right? You're guilty. With me, no, actually the facts are on my side. So please do it and build my online profile, and then you will get shit on. Do it, Netflix. Do it. I dare you. I mean, people aren't even going to fucking watch it. My people ain't even going to watch it. If that, I'll watch it because I'm going to dissect that shit. And so many new eyeballs are going to be on me. And that's when I'm at my best. That's when daddy's at his best. When you back me into a corner like that and you force me to destroy you, pick you apart piece by piece by piece. That's when I'm at my best. Do it. Do it. All right, next. All right. Is this Laura sends $100 and says the McAlberts are behaving like cornered rats because they have nothing left to lose. It's over for them and they know it. You and Karen have the truth and the public on your side. Welcome to the new Streisand effect. Dumbasses. Yes, Laura. Amen. Alicia sends $100 and says, fuck the McAlberts. They are terrified and they should be. They are murderers and accessories to murder. And they deserve to rot under the prison for that and all of their lives. And they've torn up trying to cover it. Fuck them all. We got you, Aiden. Again, disclaimer. That's just me reading the turtle chats. That's not me saying that. I have said that shit before. I take nothing back. but I'm just reading that. I'm just letting you know I'm reading that. And, that person wants to say that. What that person is saying is what so many people think. So many people think that they reached independently of me. And if you think that telling me I can't say that thing is going to stop everyone from saying it, no, it's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to the spaces she was talking about Netflix on that. She would know. I mean, she would know if this documentary is coming out. And I have no doubt, I would bet anything it's going to come out and it's going to be a hit piece on me. And guess what? I can't fucking wait. I get hard thinking about it. Oh my God, bro. Put me on Netflix. Make me the fucking villain. I dare you. I dare. Don't defame me, though. Might have to sue you if you do that. Make sure you get your facts right. But do it. Do it. I can't wait. I don't want to sue you. I'm not a litigious person. If as long as you don't defame me, we're good. But if you want to like share clips of things I said on the show, okay, go ahead, do it. I don't care. I'm sure you'll share the one of me calling Mrs. O'Keefe a cunt. Yeah. And then I'll do it. And then everyone will be like, what the fuck? Who says that to the victim's mother? Let me go check this guy out. Then they go to my channel and I show you all of the times Peggy O'Keefe was a cunt. And they're like, oh, wait, actually, this guy was right. And he's kind of funny. So I'm going to stay with him. I'm going to smash that subscribe button. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in some turtle chats. Next. Maria sends $10, goes, no, I already read that one. Teresa sends $10, goes, fight, get Afro Man to write you a song. Love you, Aiden. And also John O'Keefe was not hit by a car. Amen. Elena sends $10, goes, sue me too, motherfuckers. Because we all know what you've done. Oof. Kelly sends $5, goes, they made themselves look worse by trying to threaten Tim Pool to stop your interview. Playing with your income, I hope you can countersue. We'll see. Sassy sends $25, goes, has the world gone mad? Big mistake. Murdering McAlberts. Keep up the fight. Time for multiple 12-hour fundraisers. Amen, sister. Joanna sends, by the way, you want to stick it to him? Sign up for my golf tournament. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter. How many followers I got now? Have I hit 150 yet? You're at 149,985. We need 15 more followers, and I will be at 150,000. 150,000. So 15 away. Yeah, do it. Sign up for the Turtleboy Golf Tournament August 3rd in Paxton at Kettlebrook Country Club. And, you'll love it. We'll have a great time. $175 for one or $150 for if you get a foursome. It'll be dope. Okay, next. Why do I still have BLT's thing up there? Oh yeah, I was reading his. I'm not done crapping on him. I meant to finish this up. He goes, yeah, I don't want to hear the we're true Karen's true supporters bullshit from you guys ever again. Why not? We are Karen's true supporters. Don't fucking pay attention to me. I'm not asking you to. Yeah. Well, you don't have anything to say. You're celebrating a McAlberts victory. Like, bro, the McAlberts, you are literally celebrating the McAlberts victory. They are the ones who wanted me to be silenced. And you're like, yeah, go McAlberts. Yeah. I mean, look at this fucking tool. Oh my God. Oh, how many views does he have on this now? 1 million views. And look at this. 139,000 more people watched Framed as a result. My name is Aiden Carney, and I'm the founder of Turtleboy Daily News. For the last 2 years, I've been reporting on the murder of John O'Keefe. Yeah, it's like, go ahead. Direct people to that. I saw opportunity. All right, next. Gonna bang through as many of these as I can. Patricia sends $5, goes, thanks for spelling it canceled with 2 L's. I guess you could spell it both ways. I didn't know that. Silly Shelly Goosey sends $25 and goes, sounds like the McAlberts just got you an additional team of attorneys putting their eyes all over this. Yeah, looks that way. Lisa sends $15, goes, never stop. We are with you till the end. Where is Chloe? Have you seen that Ford Edge? Yeah, I'm going to be just, now you're forcing me to break down like constantly. You're just forcing me to break down all the ways that we believe that John O'Keefe was killed inside Brian Albert's house. You're forcing me to do it all the time now. That's what I have to do. So thank you for energizing the base once again. Gen X, Erica Silva sends $25, goes, hype this stream ×3 when it's over. I think that was yesterday's. Thank you. Marianne sends $50, goes, they have a weekend of Sleeping Giant. Time to free Turtle Boy. Thank you, Marianne. Yes, they have. Julie, I mean, this is like bombing Pearl Harbor. It was like, you know, like yeah, everyone was kind of like, I don't want to fight war with, what do I want to fight war with Japan and Germany for? That's not my problem. And then they bombed us. And you got it. The country came together. And that's what you've done here. You have unified the real Karen Read supporters again. And we're back, baby. Let's go. Julie P sends $25, goes, I can't believe the hubris of the McAlberts. I reviewed the facts of this case and independently determined the McAlberts murdered John O'Keefe. I follow you because you've made the same determination. Keep speaking truth to power, Turtle Boy. The truth will eventually come out, and Jen McCabe and the rest will one day be wearing orange jumpsuits. Amen, sister. Stephanie sends $10 and goes, McCabe cried for you to stop begging, blogging about her. So instead, you made this into an episode on a YouTube presentation. F them, F Maddie, keep the fight going. You always win. And you know Jen McCabe was behind this, by the way. You know it. You know it. You know how I know Jen McCabe was the one behind this? Because we've seen all her emails to the DA's office. She had Steve Nelson constantly. He's saying mean things about us again. You have to do something. Why aren't you doing something? She was the biggest Karen to these people. She wouldn't shut up. And she literally asked the judge, is there anything you can do to get him to stop blogging about me? She asked the judge to do that. Can you believe that? The audacity. Like, oh, can you just to stop blogging about me? Stop talking about me. And you know, she's like, he's going to go on a show and more people are going to hear about it. No. Because have you noticed that, like, and I said this yesterday, they've never sent a letter like this to Melanie Little, who would be who's more vocal in her belief that the McAlberts did this. And as a huge, huge audience, they've never sent a letter like this to the Glare or to anybody like that. To other shows I've been on during the Horror Tour. I went on everyone's show and talked about this. And now they send one to Timcast. Why? Why? Because everyone who watches Melanie Little, well, first of all, Melanie Little wouldn't cave like Timcast did. She would not cave. If her lawyers told her not to have me on, she would fire the lawyers. Billy Bush hasn't gotten a letter. Howie Carr never got a letter. Tim Pool did. Why? Because he's got a new audience. The last thing they want is new people finding out about this. They don't care about people who already know about it. And it's not the size of it. I see some people saying a huge audience. They don't care about the size. They care about the new. You know, Melanie Little has a huge audience, but they already have a response. They already have a response. You know? All right, next. Justin sends $5 and goes, did you confirm that these attorneys are actually the McAlberts attorneys? Yes. Thanks. Anita sends $25 and goes, Timcast made a huge mistake. This will totally backfire on the murder of McAlberts. Donate to the Turtle Boy Defense Fund. We will never stand down. We support you, Turtle Boy. Well, thank you so much. Dorothy sends $333. Woo! And said, I have never donated, but we all know the McAlberts are dirty killers of truth. Pregnant threes for truth. Pregnant threes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Gail sends $25, goes, hi, Daddy. Haven't they learned that trying to shut you up only makes you louder? I know. Funny how that works. We're with you. Thank you. MB sends $50, goes, what assholes? Canceling you is ridiculous. And I can't wait to bring this up in front of the judge because you know they're going to amend their stupid complaint. They're going to be like, he's continuing to talk about us and calling us lawyers. Motherfucker, you're following me around the country, interfering with my business and preventing me from going on shows and talking before I ever spoke. You didn't even know what we're going to talk about on there. You know? And I see this on there. I'm like, what the fuck is truth and transparency? I should go on. You don't go on with retards. I don't debate retards. I don't debate unserious people, guys. If I debated every crazy person on the internet, I would never get anything done. Some people are not worth your time. They're not. All right, next. Let's see. Danielle sends $25 and goes, don't ever quit. I don't plan on it. Robert sends $50. He goes, you keep fighting, I'll keep sending. Amen, brother. Andrea sends $25 and goes, Andrea. Her name was Andrea, the one that BLT thinks was staged. She goes, Aiden, it was so great meeting you today in Harpers Ferry. Thank you for taking the time to talk with my husband, Mark, and I, and our kids. We love you. Your supporters are everywhere. And it really made me feel that way, you know? And also, Harpers Ferry has no goddamn cell phone service whatsoever. Apparently, it's the lowest point in West Virginia and the easternmost point. And you cannot get a signal there. So we had to and there's a huge hill. Like it's the lowest point. It's like right where the rivers meet there, the Potomac and the Shenandoah. And you got to climb all the way up this goddamn hill just to try to get a signal. And we were going to knock on someone's door and ask to use their Wi-Fi because we couldn't get an Uber. We had to get an Uber out of there. And so we were going to get a goddamn cell phone signal way the fuck up there. And we're standing outside this woman's house. Another woman comes over to me, and I thought she was going to she was a fan. She goes, yeah, I heard you were in Harpers Ferry. Doesn't happen every day. Somebody you follow comes to your small little town. And, she showed us, she goes, she showed me where to get a good cell phone signal. She goes, you got to go to the corner of Gilmore and Fillmore. Oh, well, that's pretty easy. So we walked to the corner of Gilmore and Fillmore, and we got a signal, and that's where the Uber picked us up from. And we got home from there. So shout out, I forgot her. I think it was Elizabeth, maybe. Another turtle rider. And we're this small fucking historic town called Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Turtle riders, wherever I go. And we just passed 150,000 on Twitter. How about that? How about that? Next. Robert. No, I read that one. Higgy's neck pussy sends $10, goes, time to flood Timcast with requests to cover Karen Read and your case. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Next. Linda sends he didn't know shit about my case. Like I said, we went and we went to the steakhouse at the casino afterwards. And I told them all he's got a whole staff of people there. And I told them all the story of this, and they were just mesmerized, these guys. Like they had, when you tell somebody the Karen Read story for the first time, you're mesmerized by it. And that's what Christopher Mattei knew, because that's what Jennifer McCabe knows. Jennifer McCabe knows people are going to be mesmerized every time they hear this story. We've seen it time and time again. And every time the story is told, she is the number 2 villain after Michael Proctor, I would say. Michael Proctor is the number 1 villain, then Jen McCabe, then probably Michael Morrissey, then Tully, then you go down the line, okay? But she's one of the top villains. Brian Albert. I mean, there's so many good villains. So many good villains. So Andre is in the chat. She was the coolest chick, man. She was the coolest chick. And her husband, Mark, great guy too. And they're 2 sets of twins. Great kids. Great kids. 14 and 11, if I recall. Hanging out, Harpers Ferry, having a great time. But, yeah. All right, next. Linda sends $10, goes, hi, Turtleboy. It's a travesty of a cancellation that will only bring more attention to your cause. When will we get to see Jen and Kerry's texts? Are they unimpounded yet? I was hoping that 5150 was going to do that when she was doing the whole unimpound thing, and then she just stopped. But she could, I can't, I'm not doing that. If she wants, she's like, they're not privileged to me. Okay, then fucking do it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. We can explain that one to the judge. Sorry, Your Honor. The woman who was assisting on the legal defense team, kind of a little psycho there, and took a bunch of the discovery and is now putting it out there. My bad. It wasn't by design, I promise you. But there's that. Next. Innocent people, don't try to silence others. Exactly. Sends $20, goes, are your lawyers speaking with Tim's? I hope he really looks into the case because this is BS. Time to reach out to Carolyn Levitt. That's your link to Trump. yeah, we'll see. She just had a baby. But Carolyn Levitt is a supporter of mine. She sent me a message on the day I was arrested. I've read it on here before. I had no idea she was a supporter of mine until the day that I was arrested. So I was shocked to see a message from her in my inbox. But again, that's what happens. Like, you have no idea who's watching you out there until something like this happens. And the content creator that I spoke with yesterday on the phone after the Timcast thing got canceled, I had no idea he was a fan of mine either. And I'm going to be going on a show Monday, so stay tuned. All right, next. Patty sends $25 and goes, today's donation inspired by the McMurderers, who have no idea how much their actions have strengthened the movement for justice for John, Aiden, and Karen. Fuck around, find out. Amen, sister. Eva PA sends $5, goes, when you end this live, send the chat to Timcast so we can flood his chat with the turtle emoji. That happened on its own. The Ham defendants are making another example of the Streisand effect. Don't read this part out loud. Okay. All right. Thank you. Melanie sends $25, goes, I don't like it that they went after your Timcast appearance. Using lawyers to bully people is awful. And yes, my lawyers, I'm not going to talk about who they're in touch with and who they're not. We'll let this play out. Next. South Boston Kev sends $5, goes, sorry, bro. I didn't have anything to do with the letter. Jen doesn't tell me anything. Sorry. I know. Chris sends $100 and just goes, keep fighting. Amen, brother. Sherry sends $100 and goes, $100 to spite that motherfucking McAlberts. Free Turtle Boy. Yes. Kim from Texas sends $25, goes, you should consider reposting frame 2 to the top of your Twitter page for the new traffic coming from Tim's post instead of the golf tourney, because new people won't understand. That's a great point, Kim. Maybe I'll do that. Thank you. Next. Law Girl's Not Attorney sends $10, goes, dear little law girl, today you passed more than a civics exam. You sat where citizens sat. You watched the Constitution in action. You witnessed freedom of speech, freedom of the press, due process in the American justice system fold out real time. Most students read about history. Today, you again watched it being made. Keep asking questions. Keep seeking truth. Keep learning from our institutions. And most importantly, keep standing up to the bullies. Grade A+. Sincerely, Professor Turtleboy. Okay. Thank you, law girls, not attorneys. Angie sends $50, goes, behind you 100 and always stay strong, Turtleboy. Thanks, Angie. Jennifer sends $100 and says, free speech. Thank you, Jennifer. I am livid. Sends $100 and goes, just hearing this, I am livid. These people, look what you guys did. You pissed people off, McAlberts. They really pissed people off by doing this. They're mad. People just want to give me money when they get mad. Why do you guys do that? Do they not understand how this works? Yikes. Kathy sends $50 and says, fuck these people. This is so weird. Yeah, it is weird. Thank you. Lauren D. Laguna, my girl, sends $10 and goes, Tim Pool sucks. I thought you liked Tim Pool. Tim Pool sucks and takes foreign money and sucks at poker. I cleaned him. Turtleboy forever. True independent media. Well, thank you for the kind words about me there, at least, Lauren. I appreciate that. I hope all is well with you. Cindy sends $5, goes, is it true the Wilbur canceled Me Too? I never said that. I never said that at all. Next. Fairy Raven sends $10, goes, the McAlberts have just dumped an almighty pile of shit in their own nest. This story is already international, as myself and other family members and friends here in Ireland know all about it. Things are going to blow up. Stay strong, Aiden. Thank you. I will. God bless the Irish. Kathleen sends 50 and goes, fuck them. I'm so pissed. I don't know how you can deal with this shit. I appreciate that. Tracy sends $50, goes, I hope Tim calls you soon. Yeah. You know what? And even if he doesn't, like how we left it was he was going to, he'll get back to me. He might have me on. He might not. I don't care if he does at this point. We've already won. Obviously going back on there and discussing this would be like the biggest episode ever. But if his lawyers tell him no, he's going to say no. I'm telling you that much right now. And I don't care because this is opening up new opportunities. If he doesn't want to have me on, that's fine. It's a free country, man. He can have whoever he wants on his show, is what it is. If I were him, I'd do it just because, I mean, some of us are built differently. You know, I'll never, that if I were him and I got a letter like that from some podunk attorney in Massachusetts, I'd be like, game on, motherfucker. Game on. Like, let's fucking go, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Next. Tracy sends, no, I already read that one. Yeah. I think I read that one. Yeah. Kathleen sends $50 and goes, fuck them. I'm so pissed. I don't know how you can deal with this shit. I'm just used to it, Kathleen. I'm used to it. Game on. Sarah sends $25, goes, first time leaving a chat, but been there since 23. Keep going, doctor. Let's fuck. Amen, sister. Andrea sends $25, goes, like you said, they are louder than us, but there are more of us, way more of us. No matter how long it takes or how much money it takes, we, your supporters, will be here with you funding this all the way. You guys get it. You guys get it. Thank you so much. Bury the hatchet, not the ratchet, sends $5. You should have watched your YouTube presentation first. Haha. But it's good to see your positivity and silver lining perspective. Your knockdown and get back up attitude is inspiring. Excited that this will backfire on them spectacularly. And as Queen Melanie would say, be careful what you wish for. Exactly. Prince of Wales Dev sends $5. Goes, colon, told half truths. I guess that makes him a semicolon. That's true. Livid in New York sends $100 and goes, just hearing this now, I am livid. Livid is the key word of the day yesterday. People are pissed, dude. People are more mad than I am. And I understand. Because it's the principle of the matter. It's the principle of the matter. KDP sends $10, goes, fuck the McAlberts. Keep fighting, Turtle. Free Turtle Boy. Thank you, Katie. Raina sends $25, goes, I wish I was rich so I could save you. This is absolutely insane that they are forcing you to tell us everything. Yeah, you know, I appreciate that. Kathy sends $25, goes, how is this legal? We don't know if it is. Think about all the celebrities that go on major talk shows and spill all the tea, and they don't get sued. How are they getting away with any of this bullshit? Keep fighting for our rights to speak freely. Keep doing you, and I hope this family goes down and takes laws with them. Yeah, you know, in my opinion, the Timcast lawyers they just didn't want to deal with it. They were like, what? Okay, we don't have time to look into this, whatever. I think if they did, like Nick Rekeita did, and they actually looked, and Melanie Little did, they would realize how stupid this is. Like, bro, anyone can sue anyone. They think that you can just sue someone and then, oh, you're not allowed to talk ever again? No, you're allowed to keep talking. And their argument was, well, you've been put on notice. Now you know it's not true. They don't know. Timcast doesn't know it's not true. He doesn't know anything about it. You say it's not true. That has not been adjudicated. This matter has not been settled. Okay? So you saying it's not true doesn't in fact make it not true. And in the meantime, him having me on and asking me questions about it, it's not like he was getting, as long as he's not the one saying things that they consider defamatory, then he's not responsible for defamation. So there you go. Hey, Timcast sends $5 and goes, hey, Timcast crew, the McAlberts went on Nightline, national TV, to proclaim their innocence. Neither Karen nor Turtleboy threatened to sue. But the second he's going on your show, they do. Yeah, all of a sudden. Interesting. Mike sends $25, goes, good luck, Aiden. Keep fighting. Remember how they got all, I was thinking about this today too. Remember how Hank Brennan filed a motion to get all of the off-camera, unaired and aired footage of the Karen Read documentary in 2020 in Dateline? Remember that? He filed the motion and he won. He won. He got all that. He was entitled to all that. McAlberts have also interviewed with 2020, haven't they? The McAlberts have also interviewed with the documentary company, haven't they? Haven't they? Interesting. We'll just put it there. Interesting. All right, next. Celine from Seattle sends $100, goes, you are 100% the hardest working journalist and truth crusader, and I'm proud to support you along your justice journey. I want the world to know that I thank you for continuing to shine a light on the corruption based on unsubstantiated, adjudicated facts of the manslaughter of a Boston police officer. God bless. Sincerely, Celine. Thank you, Celine. Next, Mrs. Rossi sends $50 and goes, my first turtle chat. I live in Indiana. I've been following Karen for 2 years, and I'm a proud turtle rider. Today, the McAlberts have lit a fire in me that I've never felt. Jesus. I mean, I'm feeling these are so strong. I'm reading these. These are like inspiring, dude. And the reason I didn't read these yesterday is I just wanted to go for a walk. It was a beautiful day out, and I was stuck in a hotel room with a beautiful person, and I just wanted to go for a fucking walk. And I'm like, why am I appreciate, like, I love all you guys, but if I were sat in a hotel room reading all these, it would have been a waste of a beautiful day. Sometimes you just got to touch grass, you know? So reading all these for the first time is like, this is wild, man. The Spurs are going to the finals. Did they really fucking win? You got to be kidding me. The Spurs won. No, they're not. They're winning. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. How about that? That's crazy. Wow. All right. They're going to win. Spurs Knicks, huh? How about that? Anyway. So what was it? Yeah. So it's just like reading these. When I see stuff like this is such strong words. My first turtle chat so this person never gave money before. They live 1,000 miles away from me in Indiana. They followed the Karen Read case, and they're proud supporters. Today, the McAlberts have lit a fire in me that I have never felt. Strong words. Hold on. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, that was a good one. God damn. Whew. I don't know if I'm getting a little cold here or what, but anyway, I'm here beside you and all turtle riders ready to fight for the facts to be spoken out loud. The lies of McAlberts spread, and what a fraud they all are. They don't realize what they did today. I may not be a standout in this huge turtle fight and free speech, but nevertheless, I'm fucking fighting the corruption and lies with all that I have. Awesomes. Yeah. God bless you. God bless you. A lot of people feeling that way, Mrs. Rossi. Chloe sends $5. Goes, you can't make this shit up. This is Plevin's reply to Timcast tweet today. I saw that. I saw Plevin got ratioed bad. Of course, he tried to get in on it too. And Plevin goes, you can have me on. I have the first book on the case published by a real publisher. I've been on Court TV 100 times. You've been on Court TV 100 times, Plevin, because they couldn't find anyone else dumb enough to take up the position that Karen Read was guilty. They settled for you. You literally grifted. You saw a vacancy. You're like, well, no one's taking the Karen Read's guilty thing, so maybe I can be the guy. Because if you took the Karen Read's innocent position, you wouldn't be the guy. I'd be the guy. And then you'd just be another guy. You'd be BLT. You never want to go full BLT. Aiden is a defense advocate, nothing more. They chose to employ him. Untrue. And both sides cut a deal. Untrue. He's very effective at what he does. True. Which is creating attention. True. But he was never interested in the truth here. Untrue. And he's frequently lied to his audience. Untrue. Many, many channels try to grab a piece of his large cult-like following. Sex cult. But Poole has a much bigger following and doesn't need it. He should pursue the truth. First of all, Plevin, Tim Poole only has on famous people, and you're just not famous. So you don't get, nobody knows who you are. No one cares who you are. No one wants to hear from you guys. The only reason I was invited on is because I'm well known and you're not. So there's that. Next. Lisa sends $10. Goes, I'm not a regular follower or viewer. I heard about Karen Read before I did you. A threat to the First Amendment and corruption is why I'm interested in your case. This is so atrocious behavior. Keep strong. Thank you so much, Lisa. William Swift sent $10. Goes, Turtle, I've never been more behind you. Fuck these pussies. Amen. Alana sends $25. Goes, says donation to piss off the McAlberts. Ooh, take that. Misty sends $10. Goes, don't forget about 227 and the phone disposals. I never will. Andrea with an I, Alexander sends $20 and goes, as Melanie Little says, you better want what you wish for. Way to go, Aiden. Absolutely. Lorraine sends $50 and says, just because. Well, thank you very much, Lorraine. I'm sure I got more. I'll read some more in a bit. Just want to read some cash apps here. I'm sure I got a million of those too. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right, we got Katie sends $10, goes biggest middle finger for the Mick Killers. Ooh, roasted. Thank you very much for that, Katie. Next, we got Marianne sends $10 and says McAlberts F you. Ooh, you guys are not well liked. Shannon sends $20, goes ready to throw elbows. Hashtag canceled daddy. Yes. Elizabeth sends $100, goes soon the world will know your name. Ooh. Hope so, Elizabeth. Appreciate that. Benjamin sends $25 and goes, on behalf of Julie Carpenter, thanks. At Slammin BJB on Twitter. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate that. Lee's sends $50 and goes, fuck the McAlbertigans. Love you, Turtleboy. Thank you, Lee's. Appreciate it. Carly sends $10, goes, no one censors daddy. Oh, fuck no. They should know better. They should know better. Lisa sends $25, goes, we will never be silenced. God bless you, Lisa. Kevin sends $30, goes, McAlberts most likely to suck eggs in high school. Oof. Do they have that? I don't know. Stephanie sends $20, goes, hashtag replay, fuck the McAlberts. Ooh, amen, sister. Ralph sends $50, goes, keep your foot on their necks. Well, we don't want to be too literal. We don't want no physical threats there, but I know what you mean. Keep the foot on the gas. Teresa sends $5, goes, hey, Turtleboy, why are they moving the case to Plymouth? Because of the judge. The judge is in Plymouth. Half Shaft Zemla sends $10, goes, Turtleboy is Maddie's daddy. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Callie sends $20 and goes, a trip to West Virginia is never a waste. You'll be back. I think I will too, Callie. Diane sends $10 and goes, go get dangerous daddy. I'm not looking or watch. Okay. Fat Proctor Arden sends $10 and says, Big Mary says, fuck that horse face bitch. Ooh. Gotta love you, Big Mary. Stephanie sends $10, goes, love you, canceled daddy. Well, thank you, Stephanie. Chastity sends $5 and goes, fuck the BL and BLT stands for ball liquor. Ooh, god damn. He's taking it from all angles. Lisa sends $5 and goes, prayer for Kathy, Big Turtleboy, and Karen Read supporter. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lisa. And prayers for Kathy. Leanne sends $10 and goes, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where Winston is? D's nuts. Winston? Who's Winston? Thank you, Leanne. Carrie sends $15 and goes, McAlberts need to fuck off. Well, thank you, McAlberts. I know other people, all the turtle chats I read were from yesterday. I haven't read any yet from today. So I'll read them some more later, but I don't want to read turtle chats all night. I'll read some more later, I promise. Anyone else who wants to donate, click the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $ Uncle Turtleboy. So we went all through yesterday the ridiculousness of this stupid letter. And I wanted to point, and the more I think about it, the more shit I'm seeing. But again, everyone should really watch Nick Rekeita's stream because he really broke it down real well. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through my Twitter feed, and I've been retweeting shit like crazy. Like crazy. Am I under 149 again? We were just over 149. Hold on. Do I need to refresh this? We are at 150,000. There it is. Okay. And how many? And 14. Let's keep going. Okay. So, all right, let's start from the top here. All right. So first of all, we got here, oh yeah, the final poll. Let's see what the poll says. 64% say someone is funding it. Okay. That's the winner. Oh, we'll follow Christine back. She's cool. All right. This is Lisa, the producer of, or one of the booking agents of Timcast, great lady, says she's like, you know what I can't get over? She's just a person that she found me through Melanie Little. She started following this case during the second trial. She lives in Philly. She's a mom. And she's like, the Philly baseball moms love you. Like everybody watches you. Like everybody was so into this case. Typical person that's into this case. You know what I can't get over? Destroying a phone on a military base. I can't get over the dog bite on the arm. Matching one of the bites on my arm, matching one of the bites on John O'Keefe's. I can't get over Arca's testimony. I can't get over the butt dials and deleted calls. Can't get over his body temp or the phone temperature. I can't get over the medical examiner's testimony. Having a phone extraction done on my phone and other devices. I can't get over the Google searches. I can't get over the piss poor investigation and the lead investigator's ties to the people in the house. I can't get over the witness's testimony of seeing an empty seat next to Karen, but no John anywhere. I can't get over the cop testifying that's not what the tail looked like when he saw it being loaded onto the bed. I can't get over the magical larger pieces of taillight showing up a week later. I can't get over the prosecutor lying about holes in a sweatshirt and thinking he was going to get away with it. I can't get over a videotape being inverted, pieces of evidence going missing, and surveillance video just gone. I can't get over Deaver's testimony. I mean, I'm leaving out a lot, but you get the point. And the funny thing is, I don't even think Karen's likable. I don't care either way. So fight me with all you want are these things I can't get over. Not to mention a jury and popular opinion happen to agree with me. Amen. It's just so good. There's so much good content out there. I've also never seen this. So DePetro, DePetty was, he goes, huge win for Christopher Mattei and the witnesses. Next up, YouTube. So here's a guy who's like a First Amendment supporter and this and that. And he's like, huge win for censorship. He's literally cheering on censorship. He's also stupid and he thinks this is a win. Again, how many subscribers did I gain? Like, come on, Johnny. Listen, turtle, you know. Hold on. Sorry. It's really coming on strong, dude. Something's wrong. Anyway, hold on. There we go. All right, fuck it. All right. Alex Jones was officially banned and removed from YouTube on August 6, 2018. Oh, I'm not Alex Jones. Yeah, awesome. So he's like out here cheering on censorship. Tara says, what's huge about it? The show got canceled for that night. If the allegations are true, they interfered with someone's ability to earn a living. That's a strange thing to celebrate. Maybe it's a huge win if he'd rather be a witness than the attorney. He wanted to be a guest. Attorneys for witnesses reached out and the appearance was canceled. What? He wanted to be he wanted to be a guest. I was invited as a guest. The attorney for the podcast made a business decision and canceled it. What is he talking about? He's so retarded. Anyway, this is John DePete. Just remember, John, this is what happened on June 18th, 2023. I've never seen this angle of it before. I've never seen this angle.
Okay. Who are they going, the prosecutor?
Who on the defense team?
It's not the defense team.
Yeah. Or excuse me, the prosecution.
It's not the prosecution.
Oh, here we go.
That is known as Turtle Boy.
That is known as Turtle Boy, that gentleman.
Yeah, that's the Turtle Boy guy, right? The guy that was blogging about the whole thing. He's become this whole thing is quite a.
That's the Turtle Boy guy, right? Yeah, that's me. That's me. And Fox News ran right over to me when that happened. Anyway, this is Christopher Mattei in the Alex Jones case. Just watch this. Again, Alex, this is great. This is good stuff right here. Again, Alex Jones made up a lie that kids in Newtown were crisis actors that weren't really killed and spread that lie on his platform. I don't know if he made the lie up, but he's the originator, but he perpetuated the lie. And they were very real, those kids. And he got sued. And Christopher Mattei represented the parents And this was the exchange that he had with Mattei in court.
Robert Parker's sitting right here. He's real, isn't he?
Yes.
And for years, you put a target on his back, didn't you?
Objection to the form of that, Judge. Well, I mean,
Didn't you?
I've admitted I've said his name. It's true. I haven't said other people's names when I know who they are.
You put a target on his back just like you did every single parent and loved one sitting here, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
That's argumentative. There's speculative. There is no foundation.
Again, look at these people. These are people whose children were murdered. They are the most sympathetic people on earth. Okay? And Christopher Mattei is their voice, or Maddie, he is their voice out here, right? This ain't the McAlberts, bro. Colin Albert ain't gonna have the same effect. Bang, bang! When a jury hears what they did, when all those facts come out, a jury is not gonna like them. The jury loves these people. These people are sweet. These people are innocent. They did nothing wrong. They didn't deserve any of this. These people didn't destroy their cell phones. They didn't not come out when a dead cop was on their yard. They didn't get rid of their dog, sell their house, rip up their floor. They didn't do any of that shit. They didn't make bang bang videos. They don't have bloody knuckles. They didn't destroy their phones at military bases. They weren't trying to fuck the dead guy's girlfriend. They weren't doing any of that stuff. These people are just innocent. So if you think for 1 second, Christopher Mattei, that this is a totally different, I don't know what they sold you on. I don't know what they sold you on, but they the same lie that they sold the Sandpaper people on. It's just not going to work, bro.
And it's inappropriate.
Let's move on.
These are real people. You know that, Mr. Jones?
I think you just told them to move on. Just like all the Iraqis, but you liberals kill and love. You're unbelievable.
Alex Jones.
You switch on emotions on and off when you want. It's just ambulance chasing.
Why don't you show a little respect?
Objection, Judge.
Show a little respect.
You get what you give.
You hear what he said there? Christopher Mattei goes, why don't you show a little respect? That's how you know you're losing. When you say something like that, when you say you're just ambulance chasing, why don't you show a little respect? That's the kind of thing you say when you can't make a legal argument. When you got Alex Jones in the stand, dude made a bunch of shit up. And you can't, and he's flustering you. Alex Jones is flustering you right now, brother.
Objection.
You have families in this courtroom here that lost children, sisters, wives, moms.
Is this a struggle session? Are we in China?
Is this a struggle session? Are we in China? That's brilliant. Look at him. And then look at the bald spot in the back of his head. The white yarmulke. Look at that thing. Look at the white yarmulke. Look at, is this a struggle session? Are we in China? Alex Jones is funny. He said a lot of offensive shit, but he's funny. Hold on.
Objection, Judge. I think that you get what you give in this court. Objection.
You have families in this courtroom here that lost children, sisters, wives, moms.
Is this a struggle session? Are we in China?
Are we in China?
I've already said I'm sorry hundreds of times, and I'm done saying I'm sorry. I didn't progenerate this. I wasn't the first person to say it. American gun owners didn't like being blamed for this, as the left did, so we rejected it mentally and said it must not be true. But I legitimately thought it might have been staged, and I stand by that, and I don't apologize for it.
So this is the difference between me and Alex Jones, right? He says he's sorry. I'm not sorry at all. He has to say he's sorry because he was wrong. He has to say he's sorry. He has no choice. I said I'm sorry. What else do you want from me? That ain't going to be my defense.
Times, and I'm done saying I'm sorry. I didn't progenerate this. I wasn't the first person to say it. American gun owners didn't like being blamed for.
I was not. So he's like blaming other people. It's like I wasn't the first person to say it. Someone else said it before me. Right? Because he knows what he said was untrue, so he's blaming other people. With me, it's going to be like, oh no, I meant it. I meant every word I said. I might not have been the first person to say it. I was definitely the biggest influencer to say it, I guess. I had the biggest effect on public opinion. I would agree with that statement. However, I was not the first, I'm not sorry because I didn't make it up. It's the truth. Like the facts. Would you like me to get into it? Would you like me to explain why? I mean, the fact that these retards think this is like this. Oh, he took down Alex Jones. Bro, Alex Jones said sorry. He said sorry. I ain't going to say sorry. Like Alex Jones is like, yeah, but other people said it first. Okay.
This as the left did, so we rejected it mentally and said it must not be true. But I legitimately thought it might have been staged, and I stand by that, and I don't apologize for it.
And don't apologize, Mr. Jones. Please don't apologize.
No, I've already apologized to the parents over and over again.
We know
I don't apologize to you.
Objection.
Don't apologize to you.
You're going to do it again.
Objection, Judge.
Aren't you?
Objection. Objection. Argumentative.
Don't apologize to you.
Well, it's hard for me to get a word in edgewise.
It is, but I
Because
think
your
there's
client
one officer of the court and one witness, and an officer of the
why
court
don't
heard
we
the
move
objection.
on, and I can't rule on your attorney's, excuse me,
I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
I can't rule on your attorney's objection.
Understand.
He's talking, and he may have legitimate.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
This judge has no control over courtroom. Picture the field day I'm going to have with this guy. Picture it, guys. But again, they are building my profile like they can't imagine. Maybe their plan is I'm going to make so much money off of this stupid lawsuit. Maybe they get some out of me that way. Because I'm like, how are they going to get money out of me with the contingency? How do they think this can happen? Well, so many people watch them. I'll make so much money. Then we'll get that money. But you ain't going to win. You got to win. You ain't going to beat me. So there's that. All right. Next up on the Twitter. What else did I got there? Okay. So this is a Rekeita rant I want to play.
Sat
Listen to this.
there and said not guilty. And still 12 people sat there and said not guilty, 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 not fucking guilty. 12 people found her not guilty. She is, by definition, innocent. She is, by definition, not the murderer. And the reason I bring this up is important. Someone else is.
Yes. Yes.
Someone else is. Or someone's else is. And it is not only reasonable, but it is to be goddamn expected that we would want to know who that someone or those someones is or are.
Yes. Yes. Tell them, Rackets.
We are allowed to speculate. We are allowed to draw conclusions. We are allowed to look at the dog bite on his arm and say, that looks like a dog bite. We are allowed to look at the wound on the back of his head and say, that looks like maybe he fell on some concrete or was clocked by something heavy.
Yep.
We are allowed to say that it's really fucking weird that none of the cops involved in a murder scene were investigated, that their houses weren't searched, that their cameras weren't searched, that the dog wasn't searched. We are allowed to wonder what the fuck is going on in that kooky forensics lab.
Yes. It's just like, dude, listen to the passion in his voice, the anger in his voice. Like, listen to Melanie, like how fired up Melanie was yesterday. Tell him, just go listen to him, man. They fired people up by getting me kicked off Timcast. They lit a fire because everyone's just like, fuck you. Who do you think you are? And I'm out here taking the bullets for the team. You know what I mean? I'm saying what millions of people are thinking, and they're trying to silence me, and people aren't going to stand for it. It's like when you know why it's a bigger deal when the president gets killed? Because people are like, fuck you, because we elected him. You know what I mean? Like when it's a big deal when the president gets assassinated. It's only happened, I think, 4 times in American history, 5 times. John F. Kennedy, Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, William McKinley. Is that it? Yeah, those are the ones 4 assassinated. Okay. They took 60 years off, huh? Yeah. Every 20 years for a while, the president died. It was 1860 Lincoln, 1880 Garfield, 1900 McKinley, 1920 Warren Harding, 1940 Franklin Roosevelt, 1960 John F. Kennedy, and 1980 Ronald Reagan got shot, but he survived. So yeah. So anyway, it's a big when the president gets killed, regardless of what political party you were on by somebody, like the country comes together because, like, no, fuck you, motherfucker. That guy's the leader of our country, you know. And it's like when they came after me, it's like, fuck you. That's the leader of Free Karen Read right there. We're not going to do it. You know, we're not going to put up with that shit. He's so passionate about it. And you can feel it in his voice. He's just mad. Like, no, motherfucker, you don't get to just go around silencing people because you wrote a fucking letter. Like, no, he's saying what we're thinking. He should have a right to say it. It's offensive. This is, somebody videoed this at Crimecon. This is Vinnie Politan.
Never be another one, but it was a grassroots thing. Turtle Boy latched onto it. They followed him, and it just multiplied. It was. I've never seen anything like this. Like, you've seen people at a courthouse for celebrities.
Yes.
Right? A celebrity is charged, like Johnny Depp. They come down. Michael Jackson. They showed up. I've never seen people coming down for someone that is accused of taking out a cop.
What happened to the audio there?
We'll ever see that again.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just a. It's interesting because us being in New England, I just sounds like Connecticut mass fine. Right. Massachusetts.
Yeah. There's a lot of stakes going on.
They kind of came to fruition a little bit.
Yeah, that was a station.
No, but it now goes.
So I'm not sure what this audio is, video. I'm not sure who took this video, but it seems like somebody standing right there moving the camera around, but it's just listening to Vinny talk about this. This is great.
And the impact of that, of like Proctor and all that, is it calls into question other cases. Right. And, you know, it's impacting other cases. But in the long run, who does it impact the most? The jurors, the people of the community. Now, and maybe it's rightfully so, that they'll be a little more skeptical about some of the testimony and not take everyone at their word. Like, you are the same as any other witness. We judge your credibility. Yeah. And that's what we're supposed to do. So that could be some of the good that can happen.
Ooh. I mean, he's literally saying, don't listen, don't trust the witnesses. They're going to sue him too? Yeah, this is from Crimecon, which is going on right now. Apparently, JLR got kicked out the other day.
Oh, the young, yeah. She was a Boston cop. Yes. She worked in Canton, and then we became a Boston cop.
Deaver.
So there's people that all of a sudden.
So you think that whole thing is over with Karen Read? I know
There's civil cases. So the thing with a civil case is you're going to say hi to everybody. In a civil case, you will actually get more information. Yeah. Because people are compelled to testify. People get served. They have to be deposed. Yeah. And unless they're taking the fifth, if I'm reason, it's not going to happen. Nothing Karen, she's already had it from her. Everyone has to talk. Yeah. Karen has to talk. Proctor has to talk, and perhaps everybody else connected with the case. The question is, how much leeway will Karen Read's side have in investigating what happened in 34 Fairview? Right. That's all stuff that didn't come in the criminal case. Yes. But will come in the civil case. So, she's asking if we're going to cover the Karen Read civil case. Should we cover it, or should we? That's a yes. That's an affirmative yes. If you want to, if you have a trial and someone's found not guilty, we have not gotten to the truth. Right? We haven't gotten. And in the civil case, the truth may come out. And I don't know which way it goes, but everyone's got to talk. Everyone's going to be deposed, and it's going to come out in court. I think that will happen then. Civil cases churn a little bit longer, usually because no one's locked up. You know? Yeah. But that's up to the lawyers. Okay. How many motions we're going to file, etc. Yeah. There's always a possibility of a settlement, but I don't think that was a settlement because it's not about money. It's about getting the facts out. So that's where we are. All right. So question. Yep. We need to talk to someone about this Mackenzie Shermilla situation.
No, all right. Anyway, so that's cool. Good stuff. But, given the props there. Stop bashing JLR. He didn't get kicked out. It's due to a guy that was with him. Well, I'm gonna bat. Okay, if that's the truth, that's the truth. I don't know, but he's a homo. Like he's a pussy. Tell that little bitch come see me. How come he came and tried to punk me down the first day of the Karen Read trial, and I fucking pants that motherfucker, and he never showed up again. You know why he never showed up again? Because I told him don't ever show up here again. And JLR does what I tell him to do. JLR is my fucking pet. I made him my bitch. I dog walked that motherfucker. And he knew better than to ever show up and dead him again. Did he? There's that. Okay. All right, next. What do we add next on the timeline here? Man, I'm getting a cold here. Huh? Oh, this is okay. Here we go. All right. So you got to hear this audio. So apparently, Chris, after my successful $80,000 fundraiser, Chris Albert went on a Spaces with a bunch of losers. Now, keep in mind, the McAlberts used to be like top dogs in Canton. You know what I mean? Like they're the cool kids in town. Well, they're not so cool anymore, and nobody likes them. And so they have to go on Spaces with weirdos because that's the only place where they'll be accepted and like loved is with a bunch of internet weirdos. And so here's Chris Albert crying. You got to hear this. Just listen to this audio about the $80,000.
Earl, saying to all your going on.
That he said is twisted. So please be careful with what you say. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Good
what's
to hear.
going on?
Good to hear your voice.
Good to hear you guys. I've been listening to you for a while now, and I just wanted to jump on and again just say thank you for everything you guys are doing. I'm just at work and just started. I'm listening to all your comments, and I appreciate all of them. And you know my family appreciates all of them. I don't even know where to begin with your support. It's amazing. It's like endless. Truth, Earl, Tuesday, Benny, Rose, everybody.
That's all Chris Albert, the once mighty Chris Albert, King of Canton. Who are your friends, Chris? What are Chris Albert's friends' names again? What are they called?
It's amazing. It's like endless. Truth, Earl.
Truth, Earl.
Tuesday. Benny, Rose, everybody.
Those are Chris Albert's friends and supporters. Something called Tuesday, Benny, Earl, a woman named Earl who cries all the time. That's all he can find. These are his supporters.
You guys are awesome. You're amazing. It's interesting because I'm listening to it, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but I listen to it, and it's like depressing that these people.
Depressing.
Like last night, and the attorneys that are just willing to follow along and just willing to just defame us and just God.
Oh God. So Chris Albert watched the whole fundraiser and he described it as depressing because they really thought they were going to sue me and I was going to be down. And then I get back up and I'm the $80,000 kid. And all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, we can't knock this guy down. He gets back up. And how does he describe it? Depressing. Yeah. Well, and then to cure his depression, he goes online with something called Tuesday and Benny, and this is going to make him feel better.
Like the point about that other guy who I'm not on the internet really, so I don't know who these people are. But that guy that you just talked about a little while
ago. Which guy?
Somebody
the Rekeita guy.
Nope.
Rekeita Law.
Yeah,
no, the guy that said.
Oh, and Runkle. Yep, Runkle was on there, and Rekeita was on there. Both of them.
Yeah, so
the
you guys.
Rekeita guy's the one that made the rape comment.
Yep.
Oh well, that's gross. But
so is killing someone.
You sent the other person a message, and he said he'll look into it. He's going to look into it.
That's Runkle.
Like. He's going to go on a thread with a guy who's an absolute maniac. He does awful things and says awful things to people.
He's so articulate.
And all these like professionals just jump on there. And
he has the mentality of a child. Oh, he has the vocabulary of a child. These people do mean things. Yeah, pay the pepperoni, man. These people say he says mean things, and he's going to go on there with a guy who says mean things. Yes, because they're principled, because they're standing up for the right to say mean things. You're allowed to say mean things. We don't believe the government should put people in jail over mean things. You do. Well, you do all of a sudden. You didn't before. Now you do. You wouldn't like if it would happen to you if you were put in jail over mean things. Chris Albert, I've never killed a man. Chris Albert has. I'm facing 90 years in jail. Chris Albert went to jail for 6 months. He literally took a human life. I've never hurt anyone. No one died. No one's lost a house. Nobody lost their job. Like, what are you talking about? The only person that's lost their job in all this is 5150. And she did that to herself.
Act like it's normal to support a person that is persecuted, innocent people, witnesses,
innocent people,
of no fault of their own. It's so troubling.
So this is what he's finding troubling, is that people like Runkle came on my program, and people like Andrea and Melanie and Justin. You go down the list of people, Rebecca, Mel, you name it, Baker. I go over all the names that came on the show. David Yannetti, Melanie, like you, everybody came on the show. Billy Bush, Ray from Dallas, everyone was on there. And they all they're not just there because Chris Albert killed a man. And because the facts and the evidence shows that John O'Keefe was killed inside Chris Albert's brother's house. They're there because the government wants to put me in jail for talking about it. That's why they're there. Because we say no. It's the most American thing you can do, and it's making him mad.
It's so depressing.
It's depressing.
Upsetting.
It's depressing.
It
He's
is.
upset. Guys got to stop.
is.
Stop upsetting Chris Albert.
We are always in awe of the strength of you guys, the witnesses.
Yeah.
Colin,
Yeah.
I mean, give Colin
I'll hug him tonight when I get home. He's the person that has endured the most damage. We've all endured. I'm not minimizing anyone's damage from this case.
Yeah.
But
Colin.
he has endured more damage than another person should withstand, especially at such a young age.
Yo, you're Vinnie's boys. I will beat all your asses. I promise you, I will fuck you all up. Pull up, bitch. You're a bitch, bro. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, you pussy.
Skin cold, boy. You be knocked out. KO. Bang, bang.
Oh, we're so scared. He's so sad. Isn't he? He's such a victim, that young man.
Yeah.
And his strength is
He's in his strength.
God, I wish I had that strength.
Oh, I wish I did. Yeah. I wish I killed him.
Well, Chris, you know what, though? You can tell that he's got that faith in him.
Oh, yeah.
And he knows. I mean, God is stronger than everybody. And that's what's going to see you through is prayers. I mean,
God hates murder. Chris Albert killed a man. Chris Albert, as soon as he dies, right to hell. Right to hell. No purgatory. Fast Track Express, right to hell. All these people, they're going right to hell. God doesn't like liars. For these people to talk about God, this chick talking, she's like some angry ginger with short hair in Indianapolis who was on video harassing some child in Indianapolis. And, I guess she's apparently sick, which is great. She's like, she was wishing her brain aneurysms on me. Sorry, I don't have that. You do. Haha, you're going to die. Sucks to be you. And they're going to clip this one. And good. I'm so happy. I can't wait till she dies. The world will be a better place without this chick, who is now good friends with Jen Altman. Clip that one. Clip it. And then I'll clip the part where she harasses a child. And they'll be like, yeah, the world is better off without angry, weird women with red hair harassing children. I don't care if she dies. She doesn't care if I die. Why should I care if she dies?
I totally believe in the power of prayer. I know, some people aren't, but my goodness, you guys deserve everything for what you've gone through.
Well, I
Chris,
appreciate,
this, Chris, this is
appreciate
Rose.
that. I mean, I believe in God, but sometimes I have I sometimes question him, and
Oh.
that
Oh, my
wouldn't be
God.
normal if you didn't have, when you have faith. But
Oh,
sometimes you have to ask questions, and
in the last 2 years, finding out I had 2 brain aneurysms, I
I
got
know
mad.
I've seen it, and I prayed for you.
Thank you.
I
I get
haven't.
mad at God because I'm like, why me? Why didn't he get a freaking aneurysm?
Oh.
Because God hates you. Don't you get it? You haven't figured that out yet? God gave you a brain aneurysm to punish you because you're horrible. It's like when he flooded. Didn't he flood some cities that were full of sinners or something like that? Sodom and Gomorrah. That's you. He hates you. You didn't get a brain aneurysm on accident. You got a brain aneurysm because you deserve it. Because God hates you. Duh. You haven't figured this out yet? I mean, God talks, Jesus, Revenge Jesus told me this all the time. You didn't know? Oh, God hates you. You're very lucky to survive. Next time, maybe not so lucky. I don't know. But we're all praying that you don't, just to let you know.
You know, it's like, why?
Yeah,
Chris,
I mean,
Chris, this is Rose. Chris, this is Rose, and I just want to say
Hey,
that
Rose.
I pray for you. I pray for your family all the time.
I
and
don't.
I just want to tell you that I can't wait for this wrong to be righted. And I am just like giving you tons of prayers with friends and family to make this right.
I appreciate that, Rose, and I see your name, and I appreciate everything you've done for us, and the support. It doesn't go unnoticed. Trust me. You might not hear it from us a lot, and I just jumped on now because honestly, I just finished like sweeping the floor, and I'm sitting here, and I was listening to you guys, and I just wanted to jump on and I talk to you guys for a few minutes, and just say I appreciate you, and I love you all. Every one of you. Everything you've done for us is it's amazing. It's amazing. We just got to keep. We got to keep it going though, because we have to keep up with what they're doing, and it's not going to be easy. And we have to expand our support. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy. He's got that right. It's not going to be easy at all. You know why it's not going to be easy? Because the facts aren't on their side. That's all. How do you? He's like, we need to expand our resources. We need more money. He's saying, we need more money. We got to expand our resources. How are you going to do that? All I got to do is tell the truth. My resources expand every time you guys come at me. Since you guys have sued me, I've raised more than $100,000 since you've sued me. I've paid more than $100,000 too. So net is a loss there, but Revenge Jesus tells me things are going to pick up for me. So how about that?
I have to do that. And
it's an uphill battle for sure.
Every one of you guys.
Well, it's so amazing that the attorney that represented the Sandy Hook families has taken on the defamation case. I mean, it really says a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we started this. I can't go into too many details, but we started this a long time ago, and they saw the injustice that was happening, and they were willing to.
We started this a long time ago, so this has been in the works for a bit, huh?
Jump on, and this should never happen to anybody ever.
No, ever.
Right.
So,
Well,
I don't
that's the thing,
understand.
the precedent that you could be setting.
Huh?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on the back of Colin, the precedent that you could be setting for other people is going to last a lifetime. And we love you so much.
Yeah, no,
we are not quitting.
I know you are.
Yeah, Chris, listen.
I would never.
I just wanted to tell you, Chris.
Oh, Benny. That's Benny. Benny has said some things about me. Benny's says I'm like this horrible person. That's like, let me see if I'll get the Benny clips. He said some things about me, and Chris is like, I love you, Benny. It's great. I'm going to juxtapose those clips. Those are going to be good. All right. What else do we got here? So we got that. That's how Chris Albert's doing. Now we got here. Oh, we have some good quotes from Tim Pool. Says, let's see what this one says. When did this become a thing? Okay. There are lots of fascists working at media companies. They started taking off their masks when they think it's safe. They support censorship. They oppose freedom of travel, assembly, speech, and worship. Amen, Tim. Amen. Amen, brother. What else do we got here? We got Boston Brandy. Okay, so this is what Boston Brandy says. Big supporter of, sticking to the Commonwealth. She says that, so she's mad. She goes, please know that turning every online beef into a court proceeding and every court proceeding into a social event is exactly how serious issues get buried under performative nonsense. Kids and families who desperately need the court's time. Think about the children. So every time people show up to courts like a social event, children get hurt. And no performative. Don't start a TikTok, whatever you do. Don't stop. What is this, a social event? What's going on here? No, they can't have a social event at the courthouse. No selfies. What are you doing there? Stop it. The children. Think about the children in court, Brandy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, we talked about the Nick Rocco thing. Oh, Monday, January 12th, Karen's exclusive interview with Rotten Mango. Oh, big deal. Oh, we got excited. Let's see. What do you say here? The Rotten Mango was great. I'm glad I was able to set that up for her. He set that up for her. What did she get paid? I don't know. Anything? I don't know. I think Nick Rocco should tell. Come out and say it, Nick. How come you can't tell the world how much you got Karen Read paid for that? Tell it. I mean, you should be proud of that. You always brag about how much money you've raised for Karen Read, right? Now you're out here bragging about the Rotten Mango interview. I don't think she got paid for that. Prove me wrong. Did she get paid? You're out here, you're taking credit for the interview. If she didn't get paid off of that, but Rotten Mango did, and she kept all that money, what did you just do? You just exploited Karen Read for someone else's benefit who was not there for her when Karen needed her most. Chose not. Rotten Mango sat it out. She sat it out. She had a huge platform in which she could have advocated for Karen Read, and she was like, nah, not going to do that. Not going to do that. And you're like, yes. I mean, this would be, I got a video with 143,000 views. I make about that much money. So that's about $1,000 for every 100,000 views. So if she gets 2 million views, that's about $20,000. So you do the math there, Nick. That's what I got her on, you know. Wow, this is why Rotten Mango was chosen by him. 1 million and 2, like it was chosen. Like there was a bunch of people lining up to interview Karen Read 6 months after the fact. Bro, this is like weeks after Megyn Kelly said on her interview with Lawyer You Know that Karen Read wanted to do an interview with her, and they said no because she wanted to get paid. So it doesn't look like she was chosen. It looks like she was the backup plan. So like they couldn't get a real journalist to interview her. So the hairstylist went out and got a Rotten Mango. A child. Good job there, Nick. We're all real proud of you. Good job. All right, what else we got here? The timeline, we went over that. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they can feel free to post stuff like this. Karen Read killed John O'Keefe. They can post that all day. But you can't post that the McAlberts did? The campaign to free a potential serial killer. Jesus Christ. Wow. Interesting. Well, that's odd. You can say that. Okay. Brenda here says, you have lost your right to call yourself a crusader for the First Amendment, and Karen Read cheering the loss. Oh, this is to BLT. Cheering the loss of spreading the story of the true killers of John O'Keefe negates any good thing you've ever said or done. Shame on you. Exactly. Amen, sister. Amen. She goes, Joe Flipperhead says, I'm sorry, Turtleboy did. Gemma K attempts to blame Alan Jackson for making the world aware of something she Googled. Let's see.
Yeah. How about this? Hoss long to die in cold. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it's been everywhere.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Because you've put it out in social media.
Well, I haven't put anything out in social media because I don't personally have social media.
I'm sorry, Turtleboy did.
So if the world happens to know it, that's not on me, is it?
I guess not.
I guess not. Hoss long to die in cold is what you put in to the Google search, right?
If you say so.
Is there?
Yeah.
And that's such a good point that he makes there. He goes, Jen McCabe attempts to blame Alan Jackson and Turtleboy for making the world aware of something she Googled. She's the one who Googled that. And it's my fault somehow. How about this one from Amy? Thought this was a good one. She goes, I personally have never said much about their guilt or innocence or made a big deal of them because they were the lesser issue for me in the trial. But innocent people don't send letters like that. The letter did more to change my mind than anything that Aiden could say or do. Amen, sister. Amen. Randaz asks, who is financing the lawsuit and why exactly? Like, that's the real question. Who's paying for this shit? How about this? This is the beginning of Timcast. This is the beginning of his show yesterday.
What happened? Actually, maybe I can just pull up the old tweet here.
And so why we don't have it.
And so I can just read for you the exact statement. And it is this. Canceled. This morning, my lawyers received notice pertaining to Dr. Turtleboy and risk of legal exposure if we host him. The notice is attached. Under advisement of counsel, we will not host him on Timcast IRL and must advise, do not follow Dr. Turtleboy on X. Do not read or listen to what he is saying. Do not pursue his website. This is Aiden Kearney. We were informed that he has put out defamatory statements for which he is facing legal action. The letter is available on X. We were threatened that we have a great risk of legal exposure. I spoke with my legal counsel. They said essentially we cannot have him on the show. Guys, there's a lot of people who are upset saying, why would you do this? We have lawyers for a reason. And, they said we can't have him on the show because of apparently what is in this letter. You can read the letter for yourself. So I will just stress one more time. As I understand it, the things that Aiden Kearney has said are dangerous and should not be heard by anyone. So do not follow him or read what he is saying.
Don't make up your mind for yourself on who the bad guys are in the situation.
No. You just don't listen to it. It's information you should not hear. It's things you should not hear. Don't listen to it. I will not be involved in whatever this is. So I will just tell you, just don't read, don't follow, don't do any of that stuff.
I'm glad I have nothing to do with Aiden Kearney.
What?
Yeah. I was just being subversive.
Okay, correct. Okay,
okay,
you said that in such a.
I don't know. I haven't followed.
You don't know.
His work.
I immediately made sure not to check out his website. I certainly made sure not to check his Twitter or read anything.
Zero homework.
That is the last thing I would do. And I would say for anyone in the audience, please do not go to his handle and check him out and follow.
Don't do it. No, because he's dangerous. Don't do it.
No,
This is totally hold on. You guys are all acting. No, I'm serious. You should not read any of this stuff. Let's talk about the news.
Yeah. So, it's like, so in case the McAlberts haven't figured out yet, he actually wants you to go to it in case they haven't figured it out yet. And this is like talking in code, if you will. And it's like, it just got me thinking too. It's like, what if we started talking in code about the McAlberts? Like, what if we came up with some phrase? If somebody out there started a phrase that like was code for like the McAlberts did it, right? The McAlberts murder John O'Keefe. Suppose somebody had some code for that phrase. Like, I don't know. Like, roses are red. Like, we just start saying roses are red, and that means the McAlberts did. That's not going to be it, obviously. That's gay, but let's say roses are red. We all agree that is the code for the McAlberts did it. And we all just start saying roses are red. Right? Over and over again. And we all know what that means. Would they sue us for that? Like, would they sue me for that? They might. I honestly kind of want to do that. Like, start having like code and just so that they will put it in a court filing and look ridiculous. I almost want to bait them into that. I want to bait them. I want to start talking in code about what the McAlberts did, just so that they will be like, Your Honor, they're saying roses are red. And be like, well, they're not saying that the McAlberts did it, but they're saying roses are red. And that what they really mean is this. He's saying don't go to his thing, but what he's actually saying is go to his thing. Like, let's just make them look ridiculous. Everybody's saying ham sandwich in the chat. Like, that's what you guys got to start thinking of. I can't be the one to come up with the code, because if I do, then they're going to be like, see, he directed the code. So you guys got to do that. You got to come up with the code. And if you start saying like just fuck with them. You know, if you want to do that, you can do that. Because how are you going to stop? Because what he just did there, he's talking in code. He's on paper. Technically what he's saying is don't go to his website. Don't read what he's saying. Don't do it. What he's actually saying is go to his website and read it. Read what he's encouraging people to read about this and follow this without actually saying it. And the McAlberts are so ridiculous that Jen McCabe is going to be like, well, that's the way you say it. I guarantee you, they will make that argument. I guarantee you. But I want them to put it in a court filing. I want to bait them into putting that in a court filing. I want to start talking in code about the McAlberts just so that they'll put it in a court filing. I want to see if they're dumb enough. And I'm announcing that I'm doing this too. So you guys figure out the code and then I'll start fucking saying it. Like, let's challenge him. Fuck it. You know? All right. There's that. What do we got? Oh, Jenny McCabe.
Woohoo! Let's go stalk that turtle.
Again, this is a Lindsay Gaetani tweet. And this is just a reminder of how unscared these people are. You know, this is on March 6th, 2024. This is what Jen McCabe says. And we should listen to his live stream and then make a plan for Operation Stakeout, they called it. Get a feel for it and see what we think. Yeah. Jen McCabe says, Lisa, want to come get me? I'll pay for gas. I think it's best not to go in my car because he'll recognize it. Yeah. Let's go. Woohoo. Yeah, woohoo. There they are. There they are. How about that? She's telling them everything. She's telling them everything, folks. All right, what else do we got here? What do we have here? Boozy Susie, not Boozy Susie. Boozy Beauty was right. Vindicated. She was. I mean, this is another thing that Gaetani just shared yesterday or today. Kate Peter. This is the benefit of being behind enemy lines. If you want to take your mind off, I'm going to start trying to identify Boozy Beauty later. She's local and a self-proclaimed Swiftie. Isn't Meredith too? Yeah, but Meredith hated Boozy Beauty. Like fucking hated her, man. And I'm not going to lie, she poisoned my opinion of her. I don't blame other people for, I'm responsible for my own opinions, whatever. I get it. I'm not one of those people. I was in a cult. I was brainwashed, but you know, I was influenced and shame on me. Right. And she convinced me that like see a picture like this. She's a pretty girl. Okay. Meredith sees a picture like that. You know what I mean? And it just makes her blood boil. She sees a picture like that and she's just like, oh, don't trust her. And she's like, I don't trust, you know, and she's like, oh, she's looking for attention. She's saying the McAlberts are following her. She's full of shit. Like, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, so I believe her. I believe that happened, you know? And I said, my entire timeline here, my entire timeline this morning is just person after person posting links to my articles and sharing their opinions for why they think John O'Keefe was murdered inside Brian Albert's house, even after Timcast specifically told people not to do that. You know? Unbelievable. How about this?
I believe that SUV made contact with John. You do not believe that SUV made contact with John O'Keefe.
Oh, the juror.
I don't believe that the SUV collided with John O'Keefe.
So could it have been that people in the house had something to do with it? Maybe. I'm pretty confident dog had something to do with it.
Pretty confident.
And I know there wasn't a car because the experts all said it wasn't a car.
Who doesn't come outside?
Super fucking sus, all the shit they did.
Who doesn't run inside to check on their family member when there's a dead person on the ground? Unless you know how they got there.
Who doesn't come out if you're a Boston cop to see why the fuck there's a dead guy on his front lawn? That's like, there is a ton of shit that makes zero sense in the context of they didn't have something to do with it. Like, I can't admit that that's not fucking like all plausible evidence. That it is very.
That's why
These are lawyers saying this, man. Everybody's thinking this shit. Everybody's thinking about the ham sandwich. You know what I mean?
Can't even meet a negligence standard. This is all the reasons why this case is bullshit. And I don't care. Like Aiden, don't like him. This cause of action is bullshit under the law.
God bless her.
Very reasonable people that believe that no, what happened is that something happened in that house or someone involved in that house. In fact, one of the jurors on the case said that that's what he believes. So this isn't just some crazy conspiracy theorist. This is very different than Sandy Hook.
Yeah. And the jury came in with open minds, but struggled with the prosecution's case.
That's a lie. That's a lie. And it was
That's
just
a lie.
Witness after witness after witness.
Maybe if there was an investigation that was done with a drop of credibility, the police officers wouldn't have been texting about nudes, then we would have found out what happened.
I think that the House defendants plus Colin Albert, all of them, and there's more of them, I think they're just angry that Karen Read's side of the story rose to such prominence. And they had a Turtleboy, whether you like him or not, they had somebody out there, espousing their point of view. Now,
bottom line, and again, if they didn't do it, I'm looking straight at MSP and Canton PD and being like, fuck y'all. You guys put us in this position.
Exactly.
You exclusively. Like your shit investigation.
And the planting of evidence and manipulating of evidence and, missing video, converted videos, all the things.
Look at this from Solomon Radner. Brother counsel's brother counsel. A simple Google search shows what the public thinks of this case. This lawsuit is not winnable. Is the lawsuit an example of lack of self-awareness or an attempt to gain some leverage?
I love Solomon Radner. I love him. National trial attorney. Nationally ranked trial attorney. Solomon Radner. I love brother counsel. When I found out there was a brother counsel, I'm like, oh my God, just inject the shit into my veins. It's so good. It's so good. I'll be right back. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. I'm going to sneeze again. Jesus. All right, we're back. All right. Love dead air. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I used to do videos. So no, my bad. All right, let's go back to this. Do not follow Turtleboy. Do not visit his website. Don't subscribe. Don't read his articles. I love this. Don't watch this video. I love it. And bro, what is with the weather today? Talk about that. Went to my sister's soccer game. My daughter's soccer game. And you know, it's fucking May 30th, dude. It was a kick in the balls being outside. It was painful. Windy, raining, cold. Like, what the hell kind of I come back from West Virginia. This is what I come back to. Unbelievable. I hate it here. Hate it. Yeah. The House defense. I mean, look at these people. You think that they don't look like the Sandy Hook parents, do they? 1 million views it's up to his tweet. I've ever seen that clip. Yeah, and don't forget too, as Goat Boy pointed out, this ain't their first time at censorship. A guy by the name of Chris Albert has previously sent out, when I first started reporting on this was like one of the first 10 Can't Cover Up articles I wrote. Chris Albert's lawyer started sending out cease and desist to random townsfolk, threatening to sue them if they didn't take down posts about his family. So that worked out well. I mean, this is just who they are. The plaintiff's lawyers are telling a major media figure that Aiden's a liar, a defamer, and a danger to private citizens before any court has determined these are true. That may not be legally fatal to the plaintiff's case, but does create an argument that they're trying to litigate this issue in public while simultaneously criticizing Aiden for doing the same thing. Amen. Amen. And I'd like to point out that they say in that Christopher Mattei in this letter says that I am a liar. Not that my clients allege he's a liar or anything like that. That he is a liar. You know? And my favorite part about that letter actually is this part. And I can't believe that he actually said this. Can I underline this? You and your counsel are fully informed of the facts before tomorrow's broadcast. That's what they want to do. They want to ensure it that they know the facts. Fully informed on the facts. They never mention the fact that Karen Read was acquitted. They never mention that fact. How do you fully inform someone on the facts if you don't mention the most important fact? She's been acquitted. All they do is omit facts. You know? They mentioned that it was criminal. He's been indicted on a series of witness intimidation charges. They omit the fact that I've never been convicted. And indeed, although Carney spread hatred and lies, this is a lie. This in and of itself, hatred, whatever. You're allowed to spread hatred and that's their opinion. But lies, I haven't spread lies. That's a lie. What lies? So this is not, there's a viral video going around, not from an attorney, but like that makes a good point that we need to look into. In that this person said, so this letter, right, is arguably defamatory. What if I sued Christopher Mattei? Because he wrote this letter, right? So he's defaming me. So if I sued him, regardless of if I won or not, well, now he's a witness. Wouldn't he have to recuse himself as an attorney? I mean, somebody made that argument. I don't know if that's true or not. That's something I've seen out on the internet. You know, just he published their home addresses. I have never published their home addresses ever. I've never tormented their children. Oh, I've never encouraged anyone to harass them. Somehow they know what I'm going to say in the future. It's just like unbelievable. This is the most outrageous letter ever. And as it turns out, does anybody have the Rekeita timestamp or clip where he goes over the case law? Apparently, I'm told, I don't know this yet, that this West Virginia case, Kremp versus Beckley newspaper in 1983, was then overturned in a 1991 decision. Does anyone know more about that? Please send it to me, the link, if you do, or the timestamp for when Rekeita goes over that, because it's got like a 6-hour show. But I want to know more about that. I haven't had time to like look all this over. I had a soccer game today in the cold. Maybe that's why I have a cold. I don't know. Yeah. I've told this is like complete bullshit. Millions of subscribers. That's the part that they feel most threatened by. Millions of subscribers. That's all they care about. It was overturned. So if anybody has a link to Rekeita talking about that or a timestamp, please let me know. And I'd be happy to go over that. All right, back to this. Back to the twit-twat. Melanie, listen how fired up Melanie is.
We're here, and we're not shutting up.
We're not shutting up. Exactly.
We're here.
I guess it's not that.
And we're not shutting up.
She basically said that for 3 hours, and she looked great too. She's awesome. No, that's not the one we want. Went too far. What the fuck happened? I mean, I just loved how yesterday was just non-stop. This is all that happened. Like all over my timeline yesterday was just shit about that. We're just reliving this. Awesome. Great. And I mean, look at the responses to his tweet. How about this one? When you tear out a man's tongue, he tweeted this in September. You are not proving him a liar. You're only telling the world that you fear what he might say until the McAlberts threaten you. You know? Olivia's always got something smart to say. If the McAlberts or their attorneys truly believe the things that Turtleboy says about them are defamatory, then wouldn't him talking about their involvement in the murder of John O'Keefe on Timcast only strengthen their case and damages significantly? Yeah, that's a good point. Weird move to try to prevent the thing that legitimately bolster your damages if, in fact, it's really defamation. And that's why we love Olivia, because she's so smart and she comes up with really smart little things like that. What else do we have? I mean, you just go through here and it's just, if you'd never heard of me before or Karen Read before, and you just read the replies, it's just everything in here is about it. Grant's getting in on it. It's great. Why would you submit to cop killers? Carrie B says. People just sharing the give, send, go. I mean, this was like people were pissed at first. Some are still pissed, you know? People do not like censorship. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah. Just read these. It's fucking wild. Like, did AI write this? I think AI might have written this stupid letter because it's bad. Like, there's some mistakes in here that I just can't imagine. I can't imagine them making. All right, and then
to those who feel like John O'Keefe still hasn't received justice.
Well, all of these people here think John O'Keefe hasn't received justice because the people who murdered John O'Keefe are out there. They're the McCabe's and the Alberts, and John O'Keefe went into their home and never came out of it alive, and they threw him on the lawn like trash. So I would hope that all of us can unite at this point, now that Karen Read has been exonerated, that all of us can unite and demand that the Alberts and the McCabe's and Brian Higgins be held accountable for what they did to John O'Keefe.
And lastly, what would you say to those who feel like John O'Keefe still hasn't received justice?
Wow, that's strong. Strong words. I've already said that. You can't sue me for what I've already said there. You already put that one in your little lawsuit there. Go ahead. Do it again. I don't care. Anything else? There's just so many good posts yesterday. I had such a good time just going on Twitter yesterday. It made me feel so good, not gonna lie, reading all these posts yesterday. Like, it was very, very uplifting.
Or is it just that the prosecutors did not put on enough evidence to convict?
Karen Read is innocent, and she didn't do this crime.
If she didn't do it, who did?
That's not my job. So, I mean, something did happen to Mr. O'Keefe, and it's foul play or whatever you want to say, but
yeah. So who's that guy? Bootleg Al Roker. He's like, what did, if someone didn't do it, then what did? I don't know, motherfucker. Why don't you Google it? And then you'll find out yourself. We all know. Oh my God. So much good tweets yesterday. This is the post from Carl Hungus that I talked about earlier about his theory there. Yeah. So anyway, we could go through these all day.
Absolutely unequivocally happened. He didn't get hit by a car.
He did. Nope. He did not get hit by a car. Yep. Yeah. What's this? I already heard that one. All right, cool. Let me read some turtle chats because I'm sure we got a bunch more. Let me read as many as we can. And if we don't read them all tonight, we'll get some more tomorrow. These are great conversations. We got 7,200 goddamn people. Don't forget to like this video, please, and hit the subscription bell. A lot of people don't subscribe. It costs you nothing. Just hit the goddamn button. Just do it. I love you. Where'd my turtle chats go? Where'd they go? Here they are. Okay. Oh boy. We got a bunch. I'm gonna get through as many as I can. God damn, there's a lot of turtle chats. Okay. Let me see. All right. Lorraine sends $50 and says, just because. Thanks, Lorraine. Andrea with an Alexander. I might have read this one already. Oh, no, I already read that one. Okay, cool. Prince of Wales V sends $5, sent $5 yesterday and says 5.7 thousand watching and 0.24 thousand McAlberts exactly. Misty sends $10, goes, don't forget about 227 and phone disposals. I'm not. Christopher Mazur sends $25 and has no comment. Thanks, Christopher. Bia sends $25, goes, don't try and silence the turtle. Yeah, big mistake. Pandora's Lawsuit sends $10 and goes, it wouldn't surprise me to see Higgins sever from the group to secure his own lawyer. It would also not surprise me to see him enter witness protection. I don't think that's going to happen, but it would surprise me. Kelly sends $10 and goes 100% behind you in the fight. Thank you so much. Crazy Brazilian sends 10 and goes, I want to be loud and clear. I moved from one of the biggest corrupt countries ever, though I was never going to see any corrupt, and I thought I was never going to see corruption in the USA. Thanks to Turtleboy's voice. Thanks you to Turtleboy to be our voice. Together we are stronger. Well, thank you, Crazy Brazilian. The other Mary B sends 5 and goes, I'm definitely not paying for the quality work you produce that I definitely don't watch. It must be exhausting fighting, but also winning all the time. I know it is exhausting. It would be lovely if you go on a racket show. Yes, I messaged him today. We're going to set that up some point this week. Absolutely. I'd love to go on a show. Larry sends $10, goes, can you shout out my website, bagfree.app? I just did. Thanks. Free Turtle Boy. Nicole sends $5 and goes, hey, Daddy, I watched Melanie's stream about this letter, and there's talks that you could sue the law firm for defaming you, thus making the lawyers recuse themselves from the. Again, I'm not going to go over strategy, but we'll see. Everything's on the table. Amy sends $5 and goes, your stream yesterday was a pitch perfect response. You want to cancel Turtle? Okay, let's draw attention to the channel to go through all the things they want to keep hidden. Exactly. I mean, that's what I used yesterday to do. Like that's what I did. Fine. You want to put this spotlight on me? Let's go. Let's talk about this. That's what I do. I don't get down. I get back. I get up. When I get down, I get up. Period. You're not going to beat me. You would think they would know by now, but I love the fight. I love it. Martin sends $50 and goes, there is one truth and the truth don't stop. No, it doesn't. Cupcakes for Justice sends 10 and goes, hey, Aiden, I'm so pissed they did this to you and to all of us. This is going to backfire so bad. Please have your store make a green shirt that says you can't shut up all of us. That's a lot. So we can buy and wear every place. You have an army that will not stop. Love and peace, Cupcakes. Your amen. Michael sends $10, goes, Big Mary says, fuck that horse-faced bitch. Okay, Big Mary. Trebla sends $50 and goes, hey, Dr. Turtleboy, I'd be so mad to lose the time to travel for nothing, but I feel like you dodged something with the cancel. It was no sweat off my back. I mean, because I'm like, whatever, it's a vacation. Going to West Virginia, and I had a great time. And I was really looking forward to it. And, like I said, I don't like to get into my personal life so much, but sometimes that was our first little trip together. It was nice. It was very cool. In a quaint little village like Harpers Ferry too. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a good time. Good bonding experience. I liked it. Says you don't need to deal with someone. If Timcast turns and bails because of all the bull cease and desist, you don't need to deal with someone who doesn't value the First Amendment as much as you. I'm not pinning this on as lawyers. Any lawyer is going to tell their client that going against a cease and desist might make the sender angry enough to try something, even if it's empty hot air from Canton. Can't wait for your future interviews with people who value First Amendment. Exactly. I mean, if he doesn't have me back on, that's cool. I don't care. That's up to him. It's his show. It's his business. It's his livelihood. If he doesn't if he's not into it, I don't blame him. I don't care. If he has me on, great. I'll be on other shows. I'll be great. You're never going to shut me up. Anetta sends $10, goes, what is eating Higgy? I think it's AIDS. But you says, is it Ozempic or guilt? I think AIDS. Christina sends $20 and goes, Matt McCabe in 2022. If she pleads out, it'll end. If she fights, it'll be an episode. If you have the chance to cross-examine him, can you ask what episode we're on? Ooh, I see what you did there. Thanks. The Albert Family Rock sends $25, goes, I don't care about the interpersonal drama, but I do care about journalism, free speech, and a free press. You are absolutely right. They did you a favor. The McAlbert attempt to suppress your speech and journalism reinvigorates my interest more than you could do on your own. No offense. No, none taken. Sue sends $5, goes, Dean Talks 2 did an 11-minute presentation on the hood boogers. LOL. Randall is going to be mad. Is that a big channel or something? Never heard of him. Dean Talks 2. Okay. Chastity sends $10, goes, Higgy Smalls and the McAlberts are responsible for this turtle chat and for the murder and cover up for Officer John O'Keefe. I said what I said. Hashtag free turtle boy. Okay, Chastity. Patricia sends $10 and goes, I cannot believe that people have donated $227,000 to these Canton criminals. I'm floored. Unfucking believable. 227? Interesting number. I was on Twitter when I went upstairs real quick and I saw somebody's like matching donation for donation tonight. Whatever I'm making, they're sending to the McAlberts. It's like, go ahead. Go ahead. I thought they were working on a contingency. What do they need the lawyers? What do they need the money for? I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Jason sends $25 and goes, from J Shock Blast, the only way people will know you didn't send this to yourself is if we fire McDaniels. I did not, because I would never say that. I'm a Josh McDaniels guy for a coordinator, not for a head coach. I think he's a good offensive coordinator. Thanks. Pauline sends $100, goes, I hope you sue the fucking ugly out of these motherfuckers. We've got your back, Aiden. Free Turtle Boy. Suing people isn't easy. It's expensive. I mean, I spent a bunch of money on just the Gaetani situation. And that was a small time fucking lawsuit against one person who didn't even have a lawyer. What do I do? Like, it's expensive. Like, people say sue. I'd like to, but it takes years. It's just not, sometimes it's just easier to just, who cares, Amanda sends 10 and goes, I'm making a Twitter just to follow you. Oh, that's a great idea. How many followers am I up to now? 150,045. Amen. Amen. Next. Renee sends $5 and goes, can we all just refer to them as the McMurderers from now on? Free the turtle. Never give up your right to the First Amendment. You can do whatever you want. It's a free country. Floor sends $25, goes, from Floakis, the irony. Gemma Cabe, soccer mom, scored the most spectacular own goal yesterday. Mo eyes, mo money, mo truth exposing the House defendants. Fantastic. Last laugh to you. Amen. Cynthia sends $20, goes, Karen isn't receiving donations because she never acknowledges her supporters. Not just for the donations, but for all the attention we still give her. You say thank you for the support every single day, and people appreciate that. But then the idiots like Brandy, I mean, that's honestly, if I'm being unbiased, that's the truth. I mean, that is the truth, is that like, that's how a lot of people feel. And I'm also got the criminal charges. But another problem is that people like Boston Brandy are out here being like, she doesn't owe anyone a thank you. So they're like encouraging her. You're right. She doesn't owe anyone a thank you. I totally agree. She doesn't owe anyone anything, technically. But a lot of people perceive it as rude. And you'll go a lot further if you do say thank you. So you're right. The problem is that her biggest cheerleaders are encouraging her to do things that are going to hurt her financially. That's the problem, is she has surrounded herself by team retard. She used to have the dream team that saved her life and the Turtle Boy thing, rallying the troops. Now she has surrounded herself by team retard. And this is the result. And she's too smart. She needs to snap out of it, in my opinion. But hey, best of luck to her. I'm rooting for her. Next, Natalie sends $50, goes, feeling buzzed and feeling giving. Love you. Keep up the good fight. Oh, thank you so much, Natalie. I'm glad you're buzzed. Voos, my dude, sends $50 and goes, the McAlberts are about to experience the biggest backfire since Pearl Harbor, and whatever you do, don't check out the song All Rise by Area 508, based on the Karen Read and Turtleboy, available on all streaming platforms and YouTube. All Rise by Area 508. Don't check it out. Appreciate it. Forget Me Not Tomorrow sends $50 and goes, you are Worcester's hometown hero, an award-winning journalist. The Hanover Theater should be proud to host you. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to perform at the Hanover, but I don't think they'd have me. I'll be honest with you. I talked to them. I met with the people at the Hanover I started messaging them a few weeks ago. Really nice guy. And he agreed to have me there. I went down there. We picked out a date. We were going to do it September 12th on the 1-year anniversary of the Wilbur Show. And then they canceled me. So I got canceled at the Hanover Theater, and that's fine. But apparently I wrote about somebody that worked there one time. That's the thing. I've written so many articles that there's always going to be some employee out there that I've written about that didn't like it. And that's fine. So if the Hanover doesn't want me, then I won't go there. I'll go somewhere else. So like, let's get it out there. Like, I want to find a theater that actually believes in free speech, that isn't afraid of the cancel mob. That I know this is crazy, like an American theater, like a theater that believes in free. Like, that's what I want. I'll go anywhere. And that's their right. They don't have to fucking platform me. They don't need to. I mean, I'd fucking sell it out. No doubt about that. But, you know, and people love it. So yeah, maybe I'll give Ernie Bach a call. We'll see. We'll see. And I got a good story, you know, that I'm going to tell you guys about. We'll see what happens though. Yeah, we'll find. Yeah, we need a place. We'll get the word out. We'll get the word out. All right, next. Larry sends $10. Goes free the turtle. Thanks, Larry. I appreciate that. The other Mary B sends $5. Goes BLT gives pee pants energy. I'm not mad that dumb homos like him, Kryfert, and Randall have shown who they are and made us stronger by leaving. Amen. Matthew sends $100. Goes doctor. I've been here since 2017. That was a big year. And for some reason, your detractors have never wanted to admit that you're the straw that stirs the drink. That is objectively true. There's a Turtleboy industrial complex and an entire industry that revolves around you. It's so true. You're a star, and New England is lucky to have you. Salute. P.S. BLT is so super duper lame, like he sucks really bad. Ouch, bro. Ouch. Thank you. Next. Holy shit. Stina sends $500. Big Stina. Woo! Give it up, party people. Give it up, Stina. Thank you. And she says, can you give some words of encouragement for Abby? And that's Video Jesus. And denounce how Judas Citroni, that's Christy Citroni, and 5150 Inc. are stalking and harassing her, all on account of her being Team Turtleboy. Can you address this, please? I'd be happy to. Yeah. Video Jesus is somebody I've talked shit about before, openly, that I've criticized, but credit to her. She's like, doesn't care because she's a woman of principle, if you will, and just believes in free speech and isn't going to back down. And what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And, you know, I think the biggest mistake she made is trusting Chrissy Citroni. And again, Chrissy Citroni is a person who was a big Karen Read supporter, and then she flipped to the McAlberts and got in good with them. And then she came back to our side. And I'm like, she started being like, yeah, like Turtleboy, like she was my biggest supporter. And I'm like, this chick's unstable. I said it the whole time. She's crazy. You can't trust this bitch. I know a crazy person when I see one. I deal with them a lot. Like, she's a crazy person. And I know Christy's watching. Christy will be back. She's just going through a phase. She'll be back. But in the meantime, you can't trust her. Like when she comes back, and like, she's like best friends with 5150, who she spent the last year declaring literal war on. Like, she's nuts, but just enjoy the fact that that's all that they can have. Like, and so like, yeah, is she Judas? Of course, but she didn't hide that. Like, that's who she always was. Like, she's a fucking flip-flopper. You cannot trust people like that. I could have told you that from the beginning when she was the biggest supporter of mine. Well, vocally, but she was nuts. I knew she was fucking nuts, and she'll be back. People like her always come back. They're unstable. They're completely fucking unstable. Of course she'll be back. They always come back. Anyway, next. Thank you so much, Tina. Very generous of you. And I know they're giving you a lot of shit too, and whatever, and all that shit. And they're ruthless. You know what they've been doing to the Sparkly Rabbit? And these are ugly people. Like, there's like the threesome there, 5150, Jim Altman, and fucking of Nan. I mean, they are some of the nastiest bitches on the internet. Nastiest bitches on the internet. Like, it's just mean and vicious and ugly.
But then you're just like, yeah, but you're like that because you hate yourself. Like, you guys, your life sucks. All of their lives are so empty. They just sit there all day. Like, I mean, like 5150's life is miserable because I'm not in it. I mean, that's just a fact. Oh, and anybody who feels the need to go on and be like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm not with this person isn't really, they're not. If you feel the need to say that over and over again, you probably ain't that happy. I'm just saying. Again, this is a woman who went in front of a fucking judge a month and a half ago and cried and cried and cried and was just had like I dated like somebody who's severely on the spectrum. Clearly. I mean, you can't tell she's on the fucking spectrum. It's like, I don't know what to say. It's like she has severe fucking issues. And she didn't like, she wasn't like this bad when I was with her, but we're seeing it now. And I should have seen this coming, obviously. And it's just insane. It's just the level of obsession. Like, it doesn't care what it looks like. It's like, I would be embarrassed to talk about an ex this much, to just never shut up about it. And to like not, and then just be obsessed with anyone associated with the ex. Like, your entire life is consumed with the ex. Who's on the spectrum? Who the fuck do you think? 5150. It's just like, because I mean, it's just like, do you think it's normal? This is a level of obsession. This isn't normal. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And I'm over here just trying. It's been a year, bro. A year. I've never seen anything like it. Ever. The fake accounts that are so obviously are. Oh, yeah, we can't prove it. We all know. We're not stupid. The hacking. I mean, I could go down the list of, if I could list the craziest shit, you know what? I'll tell you the craziest shit. One of the top 10 crazy shits. All right. So I was dating someone. Have been. And she has an ex, like everybody does. And one day, I get a $10 turtle chat. And I read the name of the person who sends me a turtle chat. Right? And the person's initials were MS. Okay. So I read that person's name. It's $10. And the turtle chat says something to the effect of, oh, I'm glad you're with that fat cow now. She's gross. And I don't get it. And I'm like, I don't get what this means because I'm not dating a fat cow. I don't know what. And I just go on to the next one. But I read the name. I read the full name. And then she texted me. And she said, who sent that in? MS. And because I read the full name out. And they go, and I talked to her afterwards. And she's like, that's my ex-husband. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, fuck. So she figured out who I was dating and then figured out somehow, I didn't even know her fucking exes. I didn't even know her like that at that point. And then figured out the name of her ex and then sent me a $10 turtle chat just so I would say the ex's name on my show and demean her. That happened. I think that there's just, if I could list the 100 craziest shits that I've ever fucking seen, it's just like, bro. Like, Baby Clay's looking like nothing now. Baby Clay's looking like fucking walk in a park. Like, Jesus Christ. You know, and you just gotta, I mean, I just want to get away, and I am done. It's just like, but hey, they're really happy, Stina. They're really happy. They're doing great. Things are going great. Next. Don't worry. There will be a long post explaining, you know, what apparently they kicked off Twitter. So there'll be a new account, whatever, making all, they'll have a whole explanation for that. Don't worry. All right, next. Matthew sends $100, goes, Jesus Christ. I don't know if I could say this. BLT is the next Nicholas Cruz, basically. Tell me I'm wrong. He's not in school, so I don't think he's going to be. So thank you. I also don't think he's like that. He's just a pussy. He's just a pussy. Somebody goes, I still think the most psychotic shit she did was search the massive crowd at the Wilbur to find her. That's how she found her. You know what I mean? That is crazy. I forgot about that. Like, this is some innocent woman who isn't on social media, wasn't exactly like a diehard, got invited that night by her sister. I met her that night, and it was like laid back, doesn't have social media, doesn't do any of this shit, doesn't know what's going on Twitter. I have to like inform her of shit. And and then one day she finds her in the fucking crowd at the Wilbur show and circles her. I'm like, holy shit. How did you even know she was? How'd you know? It's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, just wild. I mean, you can't, that's scary. You know what I mean? That's scary. It's like, I don't want anything to do with this It was like she made a fake Twitter account in her name, and I didn't make this public because I don't want to say her name. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, because I'm not trying to make this person content. And it's just like, you see a fake Twitter account in her name, and it just says like, I'm Turtleboy's new girlfriend. And like the account starts responding to Nurse Kim and to Betero and to Krusty Panties and all this shit. And it's like, I found the account one day and I didn't tell her about it. I'm like, oh, fuck. The account only had like 7 followers. And like the Momo account responded to it and was like, we know it's you, 5150. And I'm like, and I had the message, it's Mo account. I'm like, can you not even respond? I don't even want any attention on that account. I don't want nothing. Just give it no energy whatsoever. Like, please just ignore. And then it responded to Krusty. And Krusty, like the account said something like, I'm new Turtleboy's new side piece. And I'm plump. Like, she kept calling her plump. She's not plump. And it was like, and I'm plump. And then Krusty responds to it, and Krusty's like, I don't care. Like, even Krusty had no interest in it. And then, but because Krusty responded to it, and she's got like 9,000 followers, it then showed up on Google Images. So like when you Googled her name, the fucking account came up. I'm like, are you? And then that's how she saw it. And I'm like, great, awesome. Luckily the account's gone. But anyway, that's that. All right, next. Kristen sends $10, goes, tell Netflix I'll sit on the chair with you facing you while I rub my titties all over your face. Then I'll go under the desk, have those Netflix cameras rolling. Fuck the McAlberts. Okay, disclaimer, not actually happening. But I appreciate, take that, Netflix, I guess. Okay. Next, Tara sends $10 and goes, hey, at Lord Helmet, because I know you're watching. Go fuck yourself. Don't tell me who, or what I can spend my money on. Team Turtleboy all day. We love you, Turtleboy. Okay. Take that, Team Helmet. Okay. Next. Okay, next. Jennifer sends $10, goes, who's funding? That's who's funding the lawsuit. Netflix. Maybe. Elijah sends $5, goes, I don't understand how people operate like this. Factual things mean just that. Facts. True. Beth sends $25, goes, Larry Foreman noticed that at the end of the last hearing, the House defendants were sitting on the wrong side of the aisle so they would be seen on camera. Fits your sandpaper theory. Interesting. Millie sends $10, goes, free my poppy daddy. Just to piss them off. Take that. Caustic sends $10 and goes, hey, Turtle. I gained some serious traction on Twitter Friday, and it appears I was mass reported and my new account is being suppressed. Pics on my Twitter post. Okay. Cassie sends $25 and goes, fuck you, McAlberts and Higgins. Maddie is a bitch. Go ahead and add me to the lawsuit, I guess. Let's fuck. Hashtag free Turtleboy. Ooh, thanks. Indie Girl Gittery sends $20, goes, just to piss off the people with Turtleboy derangement syndrome. Let's go. Thank you. Karina sends $25, goes, watched all of Rekeita last night. He was right. Tim should not only be blasted the letter on Twitter, but he should have also had you on as a big fuck you to everyone. Glad it's backfired. House defendant still annoyed for you. We are behind you. Yeah, I mean, I would have done it if I was him, but it's his business, man. He does it how he wants to. He doesn't owe me anything. But Tara sends $5 and goes, the Rule 17 motion for all interviews, outtakes, and notes will be gold. I hope your team is on it. Might be now. I don't know. Gretchen Voss has to hand it all over. Byron sends $10 last night. $10 and goes, sup, Turtle. Don't ever forget. You've done nothing wrong. Don't let those, I haven't forgotten those, don't let the McAlbert cunts put you on the back foot. They murdered a guy. They're evil. The worst you ever did was witness embarrassment. Ooh, I like that. Not witness intimidation. You embarrassed them and they fucking deserved it. When you get to court, make sure you remember this. These McAlbert fucks are evil. Thank you. Winston sends 25 and goes, the McAlberts canceling your appearance shows their desperation and how impactful you've been, proving they did it. The murder is clearly weighing on them as they've all looked like shit at the hearing. Guilt is aging them as well. Thank you. Kathy sends $19 from Albuquerque and says, fuck the McAlberts. Okay, thanks. Laura sends $10, goes, it's pronounced like cautious. Tortuous interference. What shirt did you finally decide to wear in Timcast? I was going to go with I went with the journalism is not a crime shirt. If that his audience would like it, but didn't happen. BLT Shits Rubber sends $10, goes, Nan and Higgins should start a foundation where Ozempic users can donate their extra skin to burn victims. Nice. Solve 2 problems at one time. Also, what about the 3,500 seat Wang Center? Ernie Bach won't be scared off. No, he won't. Maybe. Volunteer sends $12, goes, hey, Turtleboy, I've been watching quietly, but this is too far for me. So I would like to offer you some help. I would email a pitch, but I doubt you'd read it. So contact me if you want help with organizing a team of staff. Okay, great. Thank you. Z sends $5, goes, shout out to Lauren De Laguna, who got Legal Vices and Nick Rekeita to be first YouTubers to cover yours and Karen's cases before Melanie too. It's true. She got Rekeita into this really early in the summer of 23. McAlberts should know that content creators have stronger engagement from followers than politicians. You have major connections too. Well, thank you so much, Z. Martin sends $50, goes, Turtleboy, we the people freely support your legal defense because your platform has provided a voice unprecedented. Power to the people. Thank you. Indie Girl. I already read that one. Okay, let me just refresh this. Okay, and see what we got. Wow, we got a bunch. Holy shit. I'm not lying. I'm getting tired. I'm going to read as many as I can, but I'm getting tired. I appreciate that. Maybe I might continue some of these on the bus stop live. There's a bunch. I know it's a good problem to have. Okay. $25 from Kat and says, love seeing the support you're getting. At the McAlberts drop a Netflix documentary, it'll be very hard to convince a judge that they are just private citizens, which hurts their suit. Good point. Christina sends $10 and goes, wild that the ham sandwich defendants were out inflicting intentional emotional harm on the Beatty family while also claiming to be experiencing hurt feelings based on your fact-finding and reporting of the evidence. Weird they'd want others to experience the sad that they were feeling. It's a case of dish it, but can't take it, or the little boy who cried hurt feelings. Yes. Byron sends $5, goes, there's a doc on HBO Max called Who Killed Garrett Phillips. It echoes the Karen Read case. I'll check it out. Thanks. Carrie Cherry sends $50 and goes, you're right, Turtleboy. This has reignited us. I cooled on Karen after the drama last fall. But what is happening to you is a reminder that it's bigger than one person. The fucking audacity of these people who Google sketchy shit in the middle of the night and destroy phones on the military bases and rehome their fucking dog and bust their knuckles on ice, acting like the only reason people hate them is because of you. I'm back in the fight with you, sir. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I love it, Carrie Cherry. Let's go. Rob sends $10, goes, I can't wait for August 15th. Okay. Don't know what that is, but okay. Sam sends 25, goes, as a gay liberal guy, I disagree with a lot of your reviews, but here, take my homo money breeder. Look up Nanthrax on Urban Dictionary. I got inspired by Auntie Deb. Nanthrax. Okay. Bob Brown sends 10 bucks, goes, Turtle Boy, don't forget the white supremacist event at the Canton Club on June 19th. Bob, I know. They can cry about the 1-year anniversary of the greatest acquittal ever, too. Thanks. Sue sends 25 bucks and goes, coffee on me for being awesome this morning and humoring me and taking a picture. Wait, was that you? I took a pic. Wait. Took a picture of someone this morning? Was that the airport? No. I took some pictures at the airport last night. What the fuck did I do this morning? Oh, that was in Mansfield. Oh, yeah. That was you. Were you in the car? I pulled up into Dunkin' Donuts in Mansfield. And right there was a turtle rider. Hey, Turtle Boy. It happened again. It happened like a bunch today. It kept happening. No, then it happened in the parking lot, too. It happened in the parking lot this morning, too. That's right. Thank you. Sue, great to see you there. My Mansfield friends. Awesome. I was like a little kid when I realized it was you. You're the fucking best. Yeah, I'm there a lot. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, she is. Thanks. You didn't catch me off guard at all. Appreciate that. Next. Texas sends 25 bucks, goes, I'm way behind, but fuck the House defendants and fuck the Oklahoma City Thunder. Just wanted to say, hear you say, go Spurs, go again. I hope you're a Spurs fan for the finals. You know, I guess I would have gone, you know. Yeah, I mean, the Spurs have been horrible for a couple of years, but you can't forget they're still the Spurs. They still win all the fucking time. They still win. Like, it's crazy. They suck, and then they just go right. They skip mediocre. They go right to championship, and it's crazy. They're right back in the finals. And it's really hard for me to root for the New York Knicks because they hate their fans, because they're Yankee fans. But kind of a fun Knick team. Kind of a good story. So it'll be good finals. Thanks. Turtle Boy's right arm sends 20 bucks, goes, can I hold the Paw Patrol Cup now and lefty and have the Stanley? Okay. Thanks. Sylvia sends 10 bucks, goes, all right. Love you to 34 Fairview and back, and I'm glad we're winning, but I got to give you a little bit of shit on the Rotten Mango Shade. She is a fruit and you're a turtle. Come on, free the turtle. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe I'm too mean to her. Rosine sends 25, goes, Dr. Turtle Boy, the guy definitely came in the house. Journalism is a crime. Free Turtle Boy. Thanks, Rosine. Jody sends 25, goes, time to remind everyone of the truth and facts of corruption. Just a suggestion, recap the Can't Cover Up articles. None of these episodes were monetized. Every dollar helps. True. True. Parody Betero sends 10 bucks, goes, the McAlberts ate a ham sandwich on January 29th, 2022. Is that going to be they ate a ham sandwich? Is that what it's going to be? Okay. Thank you. Rachel sends 50 bucks and goes, keep up the fight. Thanks, Rachel. I will do that. Giselle sends 10 bucks, goes, I'm new to your beef with the whole Albert folks, but I think I get the gist. You keep talking and they keep suing. So can you stop talking, continue with lawsuit against you, and make some stipulations? Like if I win, I can say anything I want about you so long as I prove it's accurate and you'll compensate me. Okay. Yeah. Also, you used to be a history teacher. I'm interested in learning history. I don't know. History with cussing. Fuck yeah. Okay. Thanks, Giselle. Sarah sends 5 bucks, goes, check out Tom McDonald. You can't cancel all of us music video. Seems appropriate right now. He's got a lot of great songs over the last several years. He won't get mad if you play it. Tons of, okay, I'll check it out later. Thank you very much, Sarah. All right. Let me just bang through some memberships here too, as best we can. It's a long fucking night. I like to do my new members. Ready? Lightning round. Miss Blue. Awesome. Welcome. New member. Hayden's a new member. You're going to love it here. Awesome. J.E. Walsh throwing on memberships, 10 of them, like she just don't care. Awesome. Widows throwing around 5. Not too shabby. Enjoy your memberships. Do not read this chat. Oh, too late. 20 memberships. Oh, we're just throwing around memberships like crazy from the RGL. Oh, shit. We got PD10 says 4,000 in here. Let's More than that. Let's hit the like button. It's almost 1 a.m. We got 6,600 people watching me count money. Thanks. Full send. Seriously is a new member. You're going to love it here. AC is throwing around 5 memberships. Congrats to the winners. Kath says, I'm not a member. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sarah says, definitely not watching for 5 months. Wow. Okay. You're the best, Aiden. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I agree. Jen says, I found out about this from the HBO doc. First question was, what was the injury? What was the damage? Didn't match up. They're dumb. Free Turtle Boy. Ooh, yes. Who Dares is a new member. You're going to love it here. Awesome. Nothing they do can knock you down. Justice always wins. Yes. And Megan says, Melanie Little said the same thing. File the lawsuit. Exactly. Cal Seeps tossing around 5 memberships. Love you, Cal. Floakis is a new member. You're going to love it here. Karen with the Y. 10 new members. Everyone's getting memberships today. Another new membership. Don't forget to renew from Lisa Marie. Awesome. We got happy to be here. Let's fucking go. Absolutely. BLT is definitely the type of guy to wear a fedora and think it looks cool. So true. The best thing is it doesn't matter anything, Daddy. They all get triggered because they can't be you. That's you goddamn right. DM Styles is a new member. You're gonna love it here. Vagina Mike Cryford says, where is the documented proof they mentioned in the letter? They don't have any. Mavis Hand's a new member. You're gonna love it here. Keep up rockin' says, was Nan Grand says, keep on rocking. I can feel the tsunami down under. Turtle Boy. One day I'll get there. Welcome. Okay, cool. All right, guys. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm going to bed. But you guys, thank you so much again for all the love and the support that you guys give me constantly. You guys keep this ship going. I'm nothing without you. Thank you so much. And thank you to Miss Jenny G throwing around 5 more memberships at the buzzer. So we will see you guys all on Monday morning for the next episode of the Bus Stop Live. And stay tuned. I love all you guys. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow. And peace to you bum crease. Outie.
Top down, riding down Main. It's a clear night. Screens glowing blue. Got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. Morrissey and Lally, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind. Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 6-4. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtle boys riding in the reckoning gon' come. Lally in the back room, Morrissey on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. True, got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame. This about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city block.